Didn't press the go live button, had I? Now I have. Hello, people. Sorry I hadn't pressed the go live button. I was half asleep. Just to remind you all right at the beginning that we have about 5-10 minutes until the entry of the giveaway is going to be officially closed. And the rules are simple. You must be subscribed to all 4 of us that you can see on the channel now. And we should all feature in each other's features list. So it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And to make a comment under each of the channel's giveaway videos, because one of the channel's giveaway video will be using to select the winning entry from. So we won't be doing it from all 4. We'll be choosing one channel, picking a name, verifying that they have left a comment and subscribed to all the other channels, and then we'll do a winning draw in due course. So if you haven't already subscribed or left a comment, that's the important part. You may have subscribed, but you may have forgotten to leave a comment, or you may not have subscribed to everybody. You might have just done 2 or 3. Has to be all 4, and leave a comment under each of the giveaway videos on each of the person's channels. You can go now. It'll only take you a few minutes to quickly get that done, and then you'll be fully compliant to have a chance of winning the 4-channel giveaway.
And actual fact, to make it a little bit easier for you, what we can do is I can put a comment in the video, so can Hannah and Dean.
Yep.
So you can get Steve's. So you'll be able to find us all quite easily to jump to our channels. There you go. You can see mine with a blue spanner next to it. Oh, David, fantastic. That's brilliant, mate. Well, that's cool. I'm glad.
So we're going good. I'll just remind you again of what the competition prize is. I've given 2 change checker coins.
Yeah,
I know one was a Gruffalo and a mouse, and the other one was a snowman, 2019.
That one and that one. Mine is this strike your own with a funny emblem next to the 50p from last year. Have you got yours?
Mine is 2019 Peter Rabbit in Royal Mail. I will keep saying Royal Mail. Royal Mint packaging. But it will come by Royal Mail.
Dean, I think you're on mute. We can't hear you.
Still can't hear you, Dean.
Slight technical issue. Till we get that sorted, what I can do is I can let you know that what he has said he's given away is, well, I can't show it from my little pile, but it's going to be one of these kind of
It's an equestrian.
It's going to be the equestrian.
The horse one.
The equestrian Royal Mint Olympic Games packaged and carded. It looks perfect. Family collected. And back to stream.
You hear me now?
Yes, we can. Hey.
Hey.
Sorry, what was that?
So I had to log off and log back on again. So we're giving away the London 2012 Equestrian Bunk on card coin.
Awesome.
Jen's saying it's strange to think 2019's last year.
It is, isn't it?
Christmas is 2 months ago now, Jen.
Remember to hit the like button, guys.
Yeah, 2019.
So Dragonlord coins, Steve Fraser, you're up at 715 subscribers.
In the book pocket.
Yeah, it's fluctuating around. I hit about 720 or whatever, then it drops to 712. It is weird how it fluctuates a lot on YouTube. Your numbers out.
I'm just going to jump out and go and get the coin so I can post it to wherever it needs to be. Obviously, to Scott. So I'm surmising that, Scott, you have Steve's?
I've got Steve's because he sent Sue's birthday present. But we can, it's up to you. We can either all send it to the person directly, or you can send to me and I can send to them. It's
no, because obviously I've got to send to you anyway for Sue. So I'll send it to you. I'll go and get it now.
Okay.
I'll do the same. I'll send it to you.
Right, okay, so in that case, people need to be aware then that I've got to wait for the coin to arrive to me before I can then send it off as one package to the winner, whoever the winner may be. Good luck to whoever it may be. Okay.
Good luck.
And I hope everyone's having a nice weekend. I don't know what it's like across the country, but in Bath, it looks sunny-ish with no rain, which is amazing.
It's freezing here.
I haven't been outside. I'm not that daft, but it's dry.
Yeah, thanks for that, Steve. I was out
Have you seen any unicorns today, Dean?
Sorry?
You seen any of your national animal unicorn yet?
Yeah, I've got a photograph of unicorn next to the haggis.
Don't know who the hell that was, but I just cut them off in their prime.
Yeah, no, unicorns next to the haggis when we took the photograph, yeah. That drive last night was mental. That was really tough drive. Just before Stoke, there's like a 20-mile roadworks.
Yeah,
Traffic.
I went to and from the link with hardly any traffic at all because of the time of day. It was delightful. I think I'm going to drive there in future rather than train. It's actually easier.
Yeah. No, you know, I drive anyway is a bit of a nightmare. In the early hours. Good. So, Gen C, actually decent weather today. Still a bit. So you're in Scotland then, Jen? Gen C.
Aberdeenshire.
Aberdeenshire. Ah, Aberdeen's. It's not too far from me. I'm in Dundee.
Jen won one of the coins I had today.
Jen is in Sheeplands. Dave, naughty.
Look at this. Let's see how far around the world we've got today. We've got Rob Whitehorn in Brisbane, Australia. We've got Shane Hulbert in Wisconsin, USA. We're going truly international.
Yep. Haggisland.
Quick fly down and say hello to people. Hi, Penny, Jen C, Dave SCC, Shane, Dave Cullen, the Numismatist UK. You would have loved hearing your name being pronounced by Scott a minute ago. That was funny as hell. Hi, Jack, Judith, Matt. Who else we got? Madeline, welcome. Will, Stevie B, Popcorn King.
No.
Oh, we have a beautiful Sue come to make our screens look prettier.
Oh, what a difference on that corner of the live stream. Scott, what a difference that is now.
Hi, Debs.
It is. Well, 6 of us up here now. Oh.
I need a break.
Yeah, there's 3 men.
So now that you're in the stream, is that Beauty and the Beast?
Hang on, Beauty was already here. So was the Beast. No.
You can do Kate's maths in a bit.
No.
I mean that.
Steve.
I can't work out the StreamYard. It goes a long way.
I'll have me brew.
After all that's taking me out, I'm not surprised you know where I live.
Jack, I have Deb with me, and I have my son Cameron.
I met up with Deb last weekend. Hello, Debs.
No, she's not my sister.
She's mine.
Sorry, Dave.
I like that one
She
for
just
you,
turns up
Dean.
every so often, doesn't she? Hannah.
Sorry?
She just turns up every so often. Just appears.
She does. Yeah, just appears. Hannah's sister, younger sister.
Your face.
Debs is actually older than Hannah.
I could see the similarity straight away.
I don't think you're older than Debs.
I think Dave Collins getting a bit brave today.
Dave Cullen. Except for he's
He
not singing
started off with the sheep, so
Me as well.
high you can only go higher.
Apparently you look like me. Yeah.
Hi, Nanny Sue.
Hi, Nanny Sue.
I was going to say hi, Sue.
I'm
How are
sorry.
all these people talking about exercise now?
Sue, I mean.
What's that? Will,
2K on treadmill this morning. Probably do. I'm
Will,
tired.
I thought about doing a 25-mile run this morning. I thought about it, and it's a thought that counts. So
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you could have thought about something else. I'm sure
Yeah.
you did as well. But
I'm tired just reading it. No.
I just came downstairs.
I found it hard not to want to
that's going to be in bed at 10 o'clock.
No, actually,
Okay, so
Well
we're going
done,
to
Dave.
close. We're going to close the chance to enter in 2 minutes.
2 minutes,
Quarter
guys.
past one.
no, 1 o'clock was the last was the deadline.
No, 1 o'clock we started to stream. 1:15 is the deadline.
Well, it's 1:15.
No, it's 13:13 on
Yeah.
my computer. 2 minutes.
I couldn't even remember the block, love. Never mind.
Saying
Because that clock's wrong.
That's saying it's 10 past 1.
5K.
The film month, but
Yeah, Hannah, if the good Lord is intending us to run and to walk and to do all of that, he wouldn't have invented cars and taxis and Uber.
He didn't invent them.
Well, I think he did.
How did the good Lord invent cars?
He channeled that through the earthlings he put on the planet.
okay.
So
I'm sure it's like
I'm only
only
being
like
satisfied.
Nissan and what have you.
It's not half windy out there.
Steve, you're blethering.
He is,
Yeah.
isn't he?
I like that Will's comment there that where is it? I'm only doing it because my bad fats are too high. I lost about 10 stone of unwanted fat. It's called divorce. I was quite happy with that. It cost a lot, but there we go.
10 stone. It's not bad.
Well, maybe higher. I'm being kind.
You're being kind of thing. Yeah. That's not very nice now,
Steve,
Steve. Come on.
Ah, look at that. So true.
Hannah must have run a marathon, Steve, as she's been running through your mind.
Did he say Steve's mind or his mind?
Steve's mind. I've been running through Steve's mind. I'm
Hannah,
exhausted.
Hannah, did it hurt when you landed? When you fell from heaven?
I'm exhausted, mate. Exhausted.
Why does my sister call me when I'm on the phone? That's terrible.
All right, I've just got
There you
to.
go.
Oh, you fancy?
Right. So we've now hit 15 minutes past 1.
Okay.
No, we're gonna do it. We're going to do it now. We are doing it now. It is 15:15.
We've lost Dean's head.
No,
Brilliant.
make a cup of tea.
Ah,
Tina's passed out.
don't multitask. It gives the rest of mankind a bad name.
That's exactly it, Steve. Steve's multitasking just now.
Yeah.
He's got one hand on his pen.
I can talk rubbish and drink tea. I'm quite good at it. Hi, Disney.
Hi, Disney.
Hey.
Hi, Nanny Sue. Who else? Is anyone else we can join? We've got 26. They are not all on screen, so we've got a few people just in the background to see whether they won. Keeping quiet. Maybe shy of
Try and get the
people.
likes up, guys. Come on.
Right, so the video we selected to do the vote from, or the count from, the mystery, or whatever you call the random generator thing from, was mine.
That's easy for you to say.
I couldn't say it, mate. I was doing hand twists and everything now.
That sounds wrong.
Anyway, so if you can see the camera screen,
No.
I'm going to press on this button here, which confirms it's going to load the comments up, which is now loaded. And I press that start button, and it's going to do the random generator. So hopefully you can see it. I have it on this computer today. I can't put another camera on. So start, and it's doing it.
Yep. Tilt it slightly to one side, and then we might get a picture out the shine.
Hold on.
I don't know what's brighter, the shine off
Anyway, it's
Scott's
I can see
head or
it,
the
but
screen.
Let me have a look.
Hey, Ocean!
Jack! Yay! Well done!
Ocean!
Ocean's Jack, well done.
Well done, Jax.
Now we need to verify it.
yeah, we need to check now. So if Oceans is on my video, let's check.
I'm on mine now. The second, I'm on mine just now. The second comment is Ocean James Jack.
I'm just going to check now.
Second comment for me is Ocean James Jack.
I not touched that. So what have you ever got me for?
Sorry.
There you go.
Yep,
Best
she's
of
on
luck,
mine.
everyone. Thank you guys for offering these giveaways.
Well, she's
Well
always
done.
got a random one from mine, so that's fine. So
Thanks for mine.
I'll
yeah,
just go on mine's.
Verified on mine. She's on mine.
she's on yours. She's on Dean's. She must be on mine. She's done it from mine. So that's it. Oceans Jack is the winner.
Well done.
Well
Congratulations.
done, Jack.
Oh no, she
Well
doesn't
done.
want it. Look, she went, oh no. So
Oh no, she's saying, "Oh no, thank you so much." She's won. Well
No,
done.
she
So,
said she didn't want it.
Oceans,
She wants
let's
to give it to my family collects. Yeah, she just said she wants to donate it to my family collects. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Let me just say what I was going to say. Oceans, please bear in mind that Hannah's going to send me a coin and Dean's going to send me the coin. So it may take a couple of days for me to get the coins from them too. And then when we do, we will send them on to your good self. I think that
Oh, Jack,
we want
because
your address.
I already have contact with you, if you just want to pop me your address, I can post it straight to you, if you prefer that. You can just message me your address.
Boom, boom.
I think we've got Ocean's address, haven't we? Did we send her a Christmas card?
Yeah, I'll look on the phone now.
I think we've got Ocean's
Your
address.
maths work, this is very hard.
And I can just pop it straight in the post.
No, not working.
Jack wants to know what she's won,
You've won a 2019 Peter Rabbit.
which is the one from Hannah. You've got the strike your own that screen. Sorry, strike your own 50p from me. These two are from Steve. So it's the Gruffalo with the mouse and the snowman with this little boy. And then Dean's is the equestrian, was it?
The
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
I like Dave's idea.
That would be your worst nightmare.
They all want to retract their entries.
Yeah. So a question. That's exactly what the.
If it's been a day with Steve, quick, go and delete your comment.
No, well done, Jack. Well done.
That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
so Jack, if you can just send me a message, honey, and I'll just send it in the post straight to you.
Are you going to send it direct, are you?
Yeah, I'm just going to send it direct because I'm in contact with Jack anyway. So she can just send me her address and then I'll just pop it in the post and kill two birds with one stone.
I feel like an Oscar presenter now. I've changed the banner at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
So you have.
You want to send it to me or direct to Jack?
I'm going to send it direct to Jack.
No, no, you
I'm
are.
definitely interested in what Dave's offering now. What's the booby prize? I like booby prizes.
Dean?
A day with you, so you can spend the day with yourself, Steve.
All right.
Yeah, we've got Ocean's address. That's fine. Dean, you send it to me to send it on, or are you going to
I'll
send
send it
direct?
to you. Yeah.
You send it to me.
I'll
Right.
send it to you.
Jack, he would probably run a
I'll
mile.
message you later. For
Yeah,
your
I
address,
would.
Okay?
The
All right,
big
mate, no
guy.
problem.
It's all bravado.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got.
Right.
Send out your address, Jack. It's fine.
Put it this
I'm
way,
going-
Jack. He can talk the talk, but can't walk the walk.
I probably could. I just don't fancy walking the walk. I've been married once. I like that. Here we go. Scott.
Stu's got a permanent BB prize then. She's with me all the time.
Yeah.
Matt
I'm not a
Lucas,
baby.
exactly. I like that comment.
Yeah. Well, it's not
You've
been
got a
unknown to
fantastic
people after
photograph.
the autograph, has it, James? Yeah.
Scott gets asked for autographs, doesn't he?
Yeah,
What?
very funny. I got asked for an autograph, but I waited at the mint because of Dean Winner. We've now been asked for Matt Lucas's autograph.
A booby prize is listening to me, man. Right, a booby prize a day with Matt Lucas. You learn a lot with him, so yeah.
Jim says the booby prize is listening to him moan.
Him mug. And
What, me moan? I moan all the time.
I don't know. I don't know who's moaning.
All blokes moan.
Yeah, I've been married as well.
Just don't talk to them.
Oh, Ocean Gems Jack.
Just different men don't tend to listen to that. So
I would rather gouge my own eyes out with hot pokers.
Hannah, I would
Yes.
rather gouge your eyes out with hot pokers.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would, Steve.
It's part of my kind of tick list. But yeah, everyone has these kind of
The bucket list.
bucket lists. Yeah, mine's mainly aimed towards serial
Well,
killing.
You're the top of mine.
Oh, am I reading this right? Does Jack want to give Steve a try and treat him gently? Oh, and then the word "not" followed it.
Well, I prefer to be spanked a little bit with a paddle, but
Hi, LJ.
Really? Steve, do you know what? We really don't need to know this information. Right?
No.
It's called need to know basis.
okay.
We
LJ,
don't
the King,
know.
thank you for nipping over from across the pond and hitting the like button. Much appreciated. Welcome, welcome.
It's what you call TMI. Too much
Oh,
information.
look at that. See, that should be medals, shouldn't it? It shouldn't be like
LJ the Geek.
Dustbin lid.
39 years. You could definitely have committed murder and been out in time for that.
That's right. For every innuendo, Steve, a pound to charity. It'd be bankrupt by the end of this stream.
Hannah, you owe about 500 quid from last weekend then, don't you?
I don't think so.
From what I remember, Steve,
Hi.
Steve, from what I remember, the two people directly below me there, right, both of them, you were trying to get them both into your bedroom at some point during the thing, at least 10 times.
I've been.
Only to look at my coin
I've been.
collection. Well, run out of puppies and sweets.
Well, put it this way, it couldn't have
Right,
been a
so-
very good coin collection because none of us went.
I don't collect coins.
Keep his door shut. They're on out of sellotape.
Hi,
I
Harry
can see-
Humpston. Welcome, welcome, and Alison and Jane.
I can see.
Some hairs up Dean's nose.
So I've run out of sellotape. I would have shut his door shut properly, but
LJ saying hi to all in chat.
Hi.
Did you get the tea bags, Steve? Tea bags.
We had a long conversation about tea bags, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
We had,
Gold either,
yeah.
weren't they?
we had a conversation about tea bags, waffles,
yeah.
chocolate chewy nuts.
I did not start the waffle conversation.
Yes, you did.
I did
Little
not.
Miss Angelica in the top right hand corner did.
Yeah.
You.
What?
Did
What?
this one?
Oh, you just said it again.
And it was
Oh,
funny,
don't
to be
say it.
fair. It was Sue who was chewing my nuts.
Oh, man.
At the Royal Mint.
That's very rare.
Yeah.
It's bag on.
Look.
It's okay, don't worry, don't get dirty minds. The nuts were in a bag. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Judy, if I actually had a £20 note tattooed on parts of my body, I like it because I can watch my money grow. I don't, well, I could go on to loads of other comments about that, but I won't.
Apparently,
Hi,
Deb's
Jim.
eating hand spits. Chocolates out.
Yes.
I think we're talking about chocolate balls again. Chocolate chewy nuts, sorry.
Squirrel the cookies.
Well, I say salty ones. You're looking at the chef from South Park, aren't you? So.
I think we talked about everything and anything. And it all turned into innuendos, Steve.
I think I've got two.
That's a Queen song, that innuendo.
I think I've got two. chocolate
In
cookies.
fact, Dean, you need to send me that video.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Do you know what? Let me edit it first and do a collage of it because it's not fair.
Why is it not fair?
I'll send it to Steve first. I'll send it to
Well,
Steve.
no,
Yeah.
Steve,
You
I'll
promised
let
to
Steve
send it.
decide if he wants to send it on or edit it. Or...
no, there
Just send
was,
it to all of us via email. You promised.
there was you, Graham,
About influence.
Steve, myself and Deb.
Yep.
Yeah, it is a coin collecting show. You're quite right.
It's just Steve's about
Yep.
influence.
It's just that Steve's got a dirty
Yeah.
mind.
So
I'm demure and shy.
What we're talking about is just we had a laugh after doing the Mint tour. We all had a laugh, and we're just reminiscing on what happened and what we spoke about. I done a Tam O'Shanter. It was Burns the night when we were away, and Steve and Hannah both attempted the Tam O'Shanter.
I put on a brilliantly bad Scottish accent, though, didn't I?
Steve,
You've done Scottish, Irish, you've done Yorkshire, Somerset accent, and everything in between.
I think you went all the way around the world in just one verse.
If you notice, I snuck a little bit of New Zealand in there as well, you know. So.
Steve, have you seen that comment from Judith?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I could have waxed lyrical on there, but I decided that although this isn't shown as being designed for kids, it still shouldn't go to quite the level of how we're going.
Yeah, it's on Bungle's channel.
Yeah, it's on Bungle. She's with Bungle, should I say?
Who's on Bungle?
Not on
Lady
Bungle.
M.
Bungle.
No, Marco says, where's Lady M? Lady M is on Bungle's.
Yeah, Lady M's at the Mint just now.
Yeah.
With Bungle.
You only see her hands anyway, don't you?
We were there
Yeah.
last week.
It was last week. It was
Last
a lifetime ago.
It does.
It doesn't feel like a week.
No.
It doesn't to me. All things.
Last week, we
Only
got
feels like yesterday, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I was there yesterday. I was at the Royal Mint yesterday.
that one yesterday. So that was last week's, and that was this week's.
Yeah.
But there's a different one for today. Different packaging for today. And
Yeah,
for the
So
next
you
holidays.
are Lady M. Wow, nice looking coin collector. There's no Lady M on this stream.
Yeah, Marco, Lady M's the wife of Bungle, and that's Bungle Collects. None of us know Bungle. Bungle and his Lady M, they only ever show their hands. You don't see faces. We're the out and proud sort of coin collectors where we don't mind showing our physical. Mainly because we're incredibly handsome, good looking, and very modest.
Why are you pointing downwards?
Go Hanson and Dean something.
But listen, guys, I'm going to get shooting because Amber's got a party. So,
okay.
You guys have a nice one, okay? Take
See you
care, guys.
later,
Bye,
boys.
Dean. Have a nice party, Amber.
Bye, whoever was saying goodbye to.
Dean, you muppet.
Oh, bye, Dean.
It's his daughter's birthday.
What's that? I was about to run straight home to tell the wife about it, but then I remembered why I was digging in the garden in the first place. Okay.
Love it.
So, Dean, is your wife in the garden?
Steve, you might need to flick the screens so you can get Susie back in.
Don't want me in now. I'm going.
She needs to be on the bottom. She hasn't come into the thing.
No, she's next to me.
Flick
Flick the screens.
You know, the thing on the bottom. You've got different angles for the camera. There you go.
One.
Look at that. Okay.
Now you've got Debs and Sue back.
Hey.
There you go.
Bend down, make
What's
me
that then? Woo! That's scary. Let's go back to that.
What, bend down?
Matt says, my giveaway winner announcement will be revealed tonight. I explained in the video. Bye, Dean.
Ah. Where's she sitting behind me?
Okie dokie.
Right. Okay.
Right, awesome. So, I just want to quickly say well done to Jack.
Another cheesy joke.
Yeah.
Oh, got the bird.
A little bit coin descending. I quite like that one.
Somebody to love, find me. Somebody to love.
That's just really poor, Dave, that one.
Bad.
I prefer my climate change one to that.
Radio Google.
Bad. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Who? Joe, just shoot
Matt, what time do you want tonight?
I'll get my coat.
Yeah, the door's that way.
Matt, coins and more. If you're still listening, we're inquiring what time you're on tonight.
Matt.
Yeah. Matt's going to do his giveaway. I don't know whether he's just doing a video or whether he's doing a live giveaway.
Yes.
Our pleasure, Nanny. We'll think of another one soon.
Hey, what?
I think everyone enjoyed it and
Bye, so.
quite well.
Bye. Hey.
What are you doing?
I threw a gruffalo to Katie.
All right.
Hi, G Kicks.
Who?
Welcome.
Hi, G Kits. I thought you said GB.
Scott, G Kicks is one of the ones I told you about, a Grow channel.
All right, cool.
He's the one that says grind. He's brilliant. So if anyone who wants to grow their channels, definitely I recommend G Kicks to get onto him, ring his bell, and when he goes on live, get on there and just follow the way.
There was a comment there from Jack.
Jack, so I thought that all 4 of you were doing separate goals, but it looks like all 4 prizes are joined as one prize. Yes, they are, Jack.
Jack, you won all 4.
You will receive all 4 prizes.
The decisions was a little bit kind of fluid to start off with, but we decided that it'd be far better to have a one winner because we were doing like a 4-channel collaboration in order to do the giveaway, and we thought it made sense for the 4 channels to contribute towards the one big prize rather than 4 smaller ones.
Yeah.
And Coins are always saying that he's going to be live between about 8 and 9 live results of the giveaway. So if it's a live result, then obviously you need to be in it to win it first. So I suggest you go and check out Matt's content, find the video that he's obviously used and highlighted as a giveaway, and find out how you need to enter it. If you like giveaways. Jane, looks like you've just picked up a new family member courtesy of G Kicks. Like I say, this is how they do it in America. They go into the stream, find people who aren't members of their kind of family already, and they share the love, and you grow together. They have certain ways that they don't use certain words because supposedly some algorithms on YouTube are looking for those, so you don't say things like, you know, I'll sub you, you sub me, or I got your back, and things like that. So in text, you just kind of do a love heart or a B to show that you pollinated their channel. And invariably, if they've shown you love, normally they get it back, and vice versa. It's a great way of moving your numbers up and putting your message wider.
Oh, G Kicks, just for your interest, hey, Hanscoins is the lady directly below me with the dark hair.
Stop messing with it.
There we are.
That's
I'm
Hannah.
Hanscoins.
Now his other half.
Yeah, and G Kicks is saying he specialises also on his sneakers, which in the UK trainers, but we still know them as sneakers, and fashion. So if you love sneakers, it's definitely a channel to check out.
I'm good, G Kicks, thank you. And how are yourself?
Just to translate that was she's good, and how are you?
Yeah, she's from up north. You can't say things like, whereas you and I would say things like book or film, she says book. Film. So it's a little bit different.
But
it is still technically English, but not quite really, you know.
Hang on, Dean. Not Dean. Matt, the scary one.
No, Matt's saying that Hannah's the scary one.
She's not.
When's he going to the mint?
Oh, look, Hannah. Someone wants you to say your catchphrase now.
Oh, yeah. Come on. For the lads, come on.
No.
You know you want to.
Don't make me find it again.
Yeah, you can play it back now anyway, couldn't you?
I have to play it back.
It's on your phone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mark has something up. Get off my phone.
Scott,
This is my phone.
Scott, when you're next to her on the normal kind of Hannah and Scott show, you can put your hand kind of through the wall and you can do it like a puppet.
Don't be here.
Play the Biker Grove, and all Hannah has to do is drop her mouth a couple of times. Happy days.
It's
I'll
like
just, right. Well, I see it.
Scott, pay attention, quick. Safe word coming up.
Oh, you're doing it again. Ow, stop hitting me.
Stop trying to grab my phone.
There you go. Some very sound advice from Jack, Scott.
Be afraid, Dean. Be very afraid.
Yeah, I think she meant Scott, but
No,
she might mean me. I don't know.
I think she means Matt.
Okay. Don't know where that's going, but hey.
I'm not telling you.
Who's what?
No, no, keep going.
You had a walnut work last week.
I think it was quite nice too. I like the nut.
I like that one. Oh, he's even got pronunciation in there for you.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You're tempted.
I'm not even going to see it.
You ready?
Just for you, Scott. Biker Grove.
Biker Grove.
Just for you, Scott. Biker Grove.
Gets Alexa to repeat that on loop all night long. He goes to sleep listening to that.
Biker Grove.
It just reminds me of my childhood. I think it's brilliant.
Hans,
What childhood? I remember it.
Anna, your
Yeah.
number
Wicked.
of family has just grown.
I don't have a whip anymore. I chucked it away anyway. It's in the loft, actually.
I've
I
just,
do love them. They're awesome.
up to G kicks.
With one pink.
Good. Anyone else who's on here, like here we got G Kicks saying hello to Dave. Dave, if G Kicks is saying hello, that means he's probably going to show you some love. And they also refer to it as grinding. It's considered polite to show love, and your family and his family will all grow together. And definitely hit his alarm bell, because when he's grinding, he has like up to 50 in the stream, and these are all different names, all different people that can grow.
Who's messaging me? Oh, my phone, my wrist just vibrated.
Jackie. Why do I want to say Jackie?
Do you remember the annual, Jackie?
Because Oceans doesn't like it.
What? The annual?
Well, if she doesn't like it, don't say it.
Well, why would I want to see it then?
Why don't you send me a video with Steve?
Who says that?
They're always do it.
Grab your phone for a second, please.
It's a rotten. Rotten.
It gets me that Matt is being a little bit naughty here, off and on.
Yeah.
But Matt, why don't you just come up on screen? We got room for a small one.
How are you, Debs? You all right?
Can hardly hear Debs. It's very quiet.
I know.
She's very scared of Steve. Don't blame her. After last weekend. Oh,
Don't know what happened then.
getting back to normal.
Yeah, I pressed the leave studio instead of the invite button.
Why have I got to behave?
It's Steve's about influence.
It wasn't me. It was Matt that was trying to get him to say
It
it.
wasn't me. It was it.
Sue, I'm not a bad influence.
I know. I love you, really.
I'm the quiet, shy one.
Good, if you're
I'm
quiet,
often described as being demure.
I missed, what was that one?
if you're a quiet one, God help me. I'm the shy one.
Oh, here we go.
Was that one?
Ah, yes.
Okay then.
Matt's going to
Get
come
on
on
this-
and do some.
Get
Hannah
on this
impressions.
screen.
It's very windy where we are, you know. I'm cold.
Dave, you aren't supposed to use that word. It's one of the ones that is picked upon by YouTube. If you could kind of retract that message, we'll be really grateful. All you do is kind of show a love heart or a bee to show that you shared love or pollinated. But if
When
you
we go for
put
me,
that on, you can probably get it potentially wiped.
Just for you, Scott. Biker Grove.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, your dad's on my phone, sweetheart.
So you just take it off him.
I took it off her, don't worry.
I love you too, Kate.
Cheers, Dave. Much appreciated.
Aw. Look at that picture. Where's the camera?
Yeah, there you go. G Kicks is saying, say family or love heart.
Tied up there.
Some of the
Yeah.
channels also use a bee, like I say, to show that you've gone over and pollinated.
Picture of me.
Not really.
I use the love heart more than anything else.
I got into trouble because of Matt.
Look.
Why?
That was on my head.
Is that you?
Yeah, I look really old there. I look like my sister from the side. Let's see. You took that last night.
I love the
I
way
look
you
quite
see
good
your
on that one.
sister from the side.
Know what?
Oh, look, there's a Hannah and a Billy Joe.
You like the what, Steve?
I love the way you say you look like your sister from the side.
I do.
You don't look like your sister from the back or from the front
Hold
then.
on.
No.
Hold on. I can't. Let's see if I can find you one other. Well, I've got one.
Dave's saying he's going to do a giveaway when he hits his 100 subs. How far away are you now, Dave?
Why is it you can't find a picture of you when you want one?
Joe, I get confused at what you can say and what you can't say.
They don't like anyone. Well, it's not. You can say what you want, really, because they don't pick out words. But in regards to text, they don't like it got your back or subbed and things like that. Which is bizarre because the entire YouTube is about watching people and growing on that and subscribing to them. So you'd have thought that that's all kind of part and parcel of it. But
I look like my son on that one.
your moustache is a lot fainter in that one than in real life.
Isn't it?
See if I can.
I need a pen.
I could do it like your eyebrow if you want.
You will not touch my eyebrows again.
That's my sister.
What?
Was.
Is.
Oh, look at that, Sue. You even got dressed up for me into how I picture you.
God, that's 18 years ago, that.
My next wife.
Years ago.
Do you want to see one of us two?
Not really.
Hold on.
Just a little bit of information for you. Don't get too close to Steve because he's quite partial to ripping females' eyebrows out.
What one? Hold on, sweetheart.
I'm a beautician. What can I say?
I did you one thing, Danny.
Eyebrows.
You got to give him one thing. You get a good back massage.
Who gives a back?
Didn't give me a back massage.
He gives you a back massage. You got your big massive knot out.
Yeah, he got one massive knot out this shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does do a good massage.
Okay, can you stop putting
Oh,
pictures
look at that.
Well, me and the ugly mug.
Thanks.
Oh, look at that. She's taking a selfie with Matt Lucas. Does anyone have the RAF crest 2 pounds? Yes. I think
What if it'll come
will
up?
do, I think. Probably. I certainly have it, Dave. I have one on my website as well.
Look how
Just-
young he looks there.
Dragonlordcoins.com.
That was 14 years
Right,
ago.
guys, I have to go. I have things to do. So I
Cheers,
will
man.
have
Cheers,
to-
Deb.
Yeah, I'm going to go as well. So,
As
well
Steve
done,
will
guys.
we will catch you on the flip side, whenever
Catch
that
you
will
on the
be.
flip side.
Bye.
I'll be with you.
Stevie, I'm going to go as well, mate.
Oh, I'm off to mess around and do a coin hunt then, I think.
Oh, are
Yeah, well, I only came on 45 minutes ago.
you? You did, mate. And you need to get your hours up. So I will say a fond farewell to everybody. Well done again to Jack.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve, for giving me my Brexit coin.
And we'll
No
see you
problemo.
all.
And I'm glad that Dave SCC's got his coins.
Take care.
I do look weird with
Everyone.
hair, I
I'm
know.
going now.
So we'll see you all again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Steve, I'll speak to you in a bit. Take care, all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Right, just me. Anyone up for a coin hunt? I did 550p's yesterday. So fancy a bit of a change. What I think I might do is I might do a quick coin hunt on £2 coins. Because I have a book which I started for them, and I'm not the book type, as you know. I normally just put to one side what I'm going to keep and shove across what I don't like. Hi, Patrick Jane Forums. Welcome. Right, let's tilt this down. Bish, bash, bosh. So this is the book I started to fill a while ago. That's just a bog standard, standing on the shoulders of giants. But the 4 gaps there are the Commonwealth Games. This one I did quite well on that page. You're missing the Centenary 2008, and I'm missing the Rio handover 2012. This one I smashed that. His Shakespeare's the bomb. Actually, I'm just going back. Did I get King James dictionary? Yeah, I did. King James Bible. So I'm not missing that many. But I am missing, I've got the histories. I'm just missing the tragic ones. I can't say the plural of that word. It's one of the words I'm stuck on. And the comedies. And on that page, I basically smashed that as well. I have left a gap there, though, in case I come across the 2015 Navy with a flag error, just to shove one in. So I think I'm going to have a quick little play. Grab my collecting mat from somewhere. Here's one I prepared earlier. And again, if you want to have a look at my coins on my website, there's the details, dragonlordcoins.com. I've got various bits and pieces on there, including I've got a queue up on there, dual date, 92, 93, 50p. I've got an undated 20p on there. I've got various bits and pieces, and I add to it regularly. I've also got in there 2 Hercules. I always do my tip upside down to show that it is a sealed bag. So if I do find 5 or 6 Northern Islands in there, which is highly doubtful, no one thinks I've planted them in there. So that's just shrapnel that should be in my pocket. Give them all of that. Just got to remember to check my 50s when I spend them, though, because I've also got a coin in there which I don't particularly want to spend at face value. It's a Kew Garden, but whoever sent it to me obviously tried to give it a bit of a clean up in order to make it look its best for eBay, which is all well and good, but I don't like the fun of it. I think it's a little bit too obviously clean. So I just shove that in my pocket with a Caribbean dollar and a Jersey coin, and I just give it a little bit of messing around, get it looking like it should do again as a circulated coin. But for now, let's have a little play and see what we can find in here. Hopefully something nice. My chocolate tin is currently full up of 500 quid's worth of 50p's, so I shall drop my refuse into the bags they came from. So these are all sealed bags. I know some people count them. I can't really see the point. I can't imagine the bank's going to diddle me out of 20 quid. I'm sure these are all weighed and counted and verified. So I'm always happy. And even if I did find there was a bag or 2 light, I can't really imagine if I nipped into a bank saying, oh, you gave me a bag light in that bag of 500, that they'll probably take my word for it. But first top of the pile is a coin, commemorative, although it looks like it's been shot by something, or Die Hard punch. So they basically just killed that coin. But that coin is a Common Garden one anyway. That's the outbreak. Well, not the outbreak, but that's in regards to World War II, St. Paul's. But I'll definitely be going back. I don't keep these ones anyway, but I'll put it on the mat just so that the first bag isn't a duff. So there's something which is, oh, and another really common one, Charles Dickens. I don't think any hunt would come across without getting a Charles Dickens. If your website still has a queue on it on Wednesday, I'm going to nab it. Well, if it's still there, good luck to you. I hope you do. 1718 RAF Crest. I do have Britannia 17 and 18. I think they're on my eBay, though, not on my website. And they go for the going price of about 45, 46 each. Unfortunately, you may be better off if you're after that of actually buying a year set, the entire year set, or just a definitive year set from eBay. Because quite often it's bizarre, but you can actually buy the entire year set cheaper than you can buy the individual coin, or as near as damn it. I buy a fair few of the 2010 year sets to break out the 2010 50p, which is not for circulation year, and I whack that on for about 46 quid. I buy the entire set sometimes for as little as 50, and that gives me an uncirculated perfect condition Florence Nightingale. It's also giving me an uncirculated perfect condition in England, the Belfast and London £1 coins as well. All three of these coins will sell for over a tenner a pop as well. So all of a sudden you're into profit margin, and then you have some leftover shrapnel as well. So yeah, it is bizarre, but people who are £2 collectors are not thinking of getting a year set for their £2. They're looking up to £2. They're going down, they're finding the cheapest coin, including postage, and that's the one they're getting. If they think outside of the box, they can get better value. I can see I've got Britannia here, which makes me quite happy. I just got to see whether it's a 15 or 16. It's a 15 as well, which is the low mintage year for the Britannia, same as the Navy. They made 650,000 of each coin, which means it's lower mintage than all of the 4 Commonwealths, which means that technically this is more sought after, or should be more sought after in due course than the Northern Ireland. Hello, UA. Welcome. So finding the 15 Britannia is a lovely find. I'm happy to hear that. Right. Sorry if I miss a lot of stuff in the feed. Like I say, my excuse is I'm a bloke and I'm looking for coins. Multitasking is not my strong point. I will glance across there occasionally and hopefully see stuff. Dave saying great advice. Never thought of it that way. Yeah, it's the way I do, because I like. Oh, there's Brunel the man. Common as muck, that one. I like. This is a kind of hobby and an interest, but also like a bit of extra kind of money, top of my puncheon, as it were. Another Brunel, so 2 Brunels in the same bag. I'll put it on the map, but they will all be going back to the bank because they're communal garden. So yeah, think out of the box. I mentioned to Scott that quite often, if someone's after, say, a Jemima Puddle Duck from 2016, the 50p, those go for about anything between 10 and 15 quid or thereabouts, sometimes higher. And yet you can quite often find, if you don't search for Jemima Puddle Duck and you search for 2016 Beatrix Potter, that some people are selling the entire set of all 5 Beatrix Potters from that year. And you can sometimes buy the entire set of 5 cheaper than you're buying the one duck. And if you want the other coins, great. If you don't, that's 2 quid off the price. Only need the Shakespeare with the skull to complete your Shakespeare set. My favorite £2 coins. Yeah, I've got lots of favorite £2 coins. I like the Magna Carta. I like the Mary Rose. And I know I'm going to very much like both. Well, 2 out of the 3 coming out this year, which probably won't be circulated as per usual. I like the Agatha Christie a lot, and I like the Mayflower. So, I got myself a rugby. That's the first bimetallic £2 coin that we brought out, 2004. Nice coin though. And they're over face value. They have a general tick over. What's the odds of that? 2 in the same bag. Because there's a lot of rugby collectors out there, a lot of rugby fans. And if I was involved in a rugby club and things like that, getting hold of these as a kind of little thing to mount on the little pack as a little kind of token for playing in the season to the team would be a good thing to do, really. cheap and affordable and nice. Hi, Ron. I don't know what's going on now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. You've got some bad news there. Really sorry to hear that. That's terrible. Right. There we have Marconi, as I call him, otherwise known as Wireless Transmissions, crosses the Atlantic. I think that's 2001, if memory serves correct. 2010, I can't remember now. Right, that one back up there. In that case, what's this one? I'm losing the plot here a bit. Right, yeah, that's 1999, not 2004, the rugby. I'm about to say, I knew that was before Marconi. Right. Actually, so far, having two rugbies, neither here nor there, I suppose, but these are all Commonwealth Garden. But the 15 is Britannia is nice. Dave Cullen Mayflower, you want as a silver. It's hard. Silver proofs, as we found, unless it's a really low number, most silver proofs you can find later on in the year in the sale cheaper. If you are going to buy, definitely use Top Cashback or Quidco because that is a way to maximize your dosh because you can get for silver about 4% back, and if it's just normal coinage like a year set, you can get anything up to around 11%. Normally, the lowest you can find is going to be around. What am I thinking? Yeah, the lowest is going to be. I want to show that one. There we go. Let's move that. Lowest is around 7.8 or something like that percent. But if you're after silver Mayflower, I suggest you think outside of the United Kingdom. I only say that because if you like the Mayflower and you want silver, then rather than getting one for about, well, whatever they're going to charge you for it. Here, if I hold it and we wait until the camera focuses, this is the Mayflower. 400th anniversary, 400 years, 1620, 2020. But this is a beautiful coin made by British Virgin Islands? Yeah. This is not going to focus as well as I want. There we are. And this is an ounce of fine silver. And that is a truly stunning coin. So if you just want a silver one and you aren't particularly bothered about it being the UK £2 coin, I suggest you go for this. What is it? Dollar coin? Yeah. So it's basically a British Virgin Islands bullion coin. Fine silver with the Mayflower, and it's got frosted relief on it on both sides. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Came across that, just had to have it. Anyway, I digress again. Steve, you need to message me when you come offline with these links. Oh, this phone is doing my head in. Let me just hang it up again. I hate people ringing. If I want to call them, I'll call them, but I think that one should stop that one ringing. It'd be nice if my daughter was next to the bloody phone to answer it, but she's in the bath, so everybody calls me when I'm online. Don't know why. I could probably sit at home for several days without a single phone call until I go online, and then they all ring me. Dave, you're saying to message you with the link. If you look at the bottom now, I put on there why not save pounds when shopping online, and there's a link. It's topcashback.co.uk. And if you use the /ref/Dragonlord, that's my referral link. You get a bonus back from that. You get a kickback when you get up to about £10 payable cash back. They chuck you an extra £5 Amazon voucher or something like that, and I get kickback for referring you. But as Ron has put on there, the Mayflower from there is from Pobjoy, and that cost me about 20-25. I can't remember exactly. Hang on, I might have it written down here. I've got some bits of mail here. Oh, don't know what I've just done there. Open up a new link without intending to. Let's get rid of that. Let's see where I go down here. That's Wedgwood. What's this one? There we are. That delivered to the door is the price of that Mayflower coin, and that is an ounce of silver. You are not getting an ounce for a silver £2 coin. It's well under an ounce, and you won't be paying. You pay 60 quid for a 50p, so they're going to charge you probably more for a £2 coin. Here you can get an ounce of reverse frosted silver bullion coin delivered to your door for less than 25 quid. I suggest you have a little look on Pobjoy, Dave. There's some lovely stuff knocking around on that. And yeah, I like the Mayflower. I like the ship. I like the £2 coin. That was made me have a little bigger look when I saw an email in regards to that. And I just fell in love with it and just had to have it. So I did. And I prefer the bullion coins because you're paying the weight of the silver and a little bit more on top. Oh, there we go. One saying it's 68 quid for a silver £2 coin from the mint. Whereas, and that's not going to weigh 28.28 grams like that one does. That's an ounce for less than 25 quid. There's Brunel, the Achievements, Paddington Station, which I'm just going to put it on the pile directly above him because I'm not going to find just one of them. There will be more. What I'm hoping in here is something for that album, One New Spaces. A nice Olympic will be good, even if it is the swap of the one I've got, the Beijing, the Beijing I'll be happy with. But I'll prefer it to be the Centenary 2008. Oh, there's Trinity Lighthouse. Communal Garden, but still quite a nice one. Always keeps a good shine to it. Or the handover to Rio. And there's the Gunpowder Plot. Guy Fawkes. This is the one which you may get a variant on, a P-member, remember, or P-member, and vice versa. Just where the R on the outer edge has not been struck clearly. So the R looks more like a P, because it should say to remember the 5th of December. In a mint, they talk about that error of it being struck poorly, so it looks like a P, not an R, of changing the value of these to around £30. As anybody on here who knows anything about coins, which should be all of us, knows, it makes very little difference in practice. There's so many of them about. It's not really a massive error. It's just a bit of poor rim striking as it rolls. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't really differentiate between these when I sell them on my websites or eBay. The coin is the coin is the coin. Have I just been doing £2 a day? I've only just really started one. I've got this pile on the table to go through. I've just got one bag of 500 to have a little play with. We started earlier on at 1 o'clock, the four of us for the 4-channel giveaway, which was won by Oceans. So I just thought rather than hang up straight away, which would be a little bit rude, I thought I'd do a quick one of these bags of £2 and see whether I can find anything for my book. There's another St. Paul's, Second World War. Shove them back down there. Actually, I'll get rid of that rim strike one now. That is just awful. Someone has actually struck that with a center punch or done something equally as destructive with it. And done it through the Queen's head, which, as far as I'm concerned, is an offence to face the Queen's head. So I'm not going to even put that to one side. That can go straight back to the bank and hopefully it'll be pulled out of circulation. And here is an extremely disgusting abolition of slavery. Again, I know I should put it on the map for variants just to show the different ones available from the bag, but that is so gopping. I'm just going to bin that straight back into the bag because I don't even want it on my mat. My mat is white. It's going to get a lot dirtier by coin coverage over time. The last thing I want to do is throw that all over the place. Ron said, I've only done half my coins so far. Found 3 Olympics and a Tittlemouse. Nice. How many are you going through though, Ron? Have you got a couple of grand, or you just got grand or something? I got one till mouse yesterday going through 500, and I got just 2 Olympics going through 500. Although one was tennis, so not that bad. Could have been better. Could have been like Dean's bag, where he got 2 footballs and judo. Got 16. Jammy so and so. This is though my 3rd rugby. The rugbies are coming out in force today. 1999. And the only thing of note here on so far really is my 2015 Britannia. So I'm hoping for an Olympic, but if scenario all I got was a 2015 Britannia, it would still be better than some 500 hunts I've done in the past. It's just a shame that the UK hasn't got that much desire for the mints, and the number of coins being produced each year by the mint is declining. Another Britannia, what year is this one going to be? Because we're using our contactless cards and Apple Pay and everything else instead. That's a 2016 one, so I've got the 15 and 16 now. 2 Britannias. 1,500 in total, only done 500 of the 50p's. I got 500 50p's and 500 in 2s. Yeah, in that case, yours is about par for the course then, because my 500 was nearly the same. You just got 1 Olympic above me. The first bag I did yesterday was abysmal, the first 250. I got all of my finds in the second 250. The thing that was a little bit bizarre was this. You get the odd territory, obviously. There's the Battle of Gibraltar. What you don't normally get, and I gave one of these away as a giveaway yesterday. Gen C won it. You don't normally get yourself a massive playful of what, for all intents and purposes, are uncirculated 2006 Trafalgars. These are all gleaming like they've just come out of a sealed bag, and I got a big wodge of them. I was pretty blown away by that, so I consider that to be definitely worth the missing Olympic. My final radiotherapy 2 weeks ago, down there, sleep looking good, hanging in there, sending a virtual hug. Yeah. Jack, you got to bear in mind, you know, obviously everything is difficult, and everything's, you know, everyone kind of focuses on the kind of fear and worst case scenario, but more people survive cancer now than lose to it. We're managing to do all sorts of great stuff nowadays, things that 50 years ago would have been considered inconceivable. Gone are the days when you get 6 Olympics per 250, says Ron. That's spot on. Although, if you watch Dean, he basically got 16 from 1 bag, I think it was, or 22 or something. He got loads. He was swamped with the things. That bag must have come from somewhere near Gibraltar. Shame your bag of £2. Yeah. It's a pity I didn't get a £2 bag coming from close to Isle of Man. Getting a few Toshi cats in here, or Tosha, depends on whether you want to say Toshi or Tosha, would be very nice indeed. I could live with that. Although it would be quite nice to find, yeah, I'm not focusing too much on this Olympic to the detriment of the Commonwealth, but it would be nice. Oh, he's not. Okay, I'm really, really sorry to hear that then, Jack. So Ian said, Mick found a Hercules the other day. I assume he means an old one from the 90s. Even an old one from the 90s when they came out in 1999. These are 150s. Very few, if I don't think any, entered circulation. They all went straight to collectors. They're all worth, like today, significant value straight away. Unless I actually found that or watched it in a live hunt, I wouldn't believe that's possible. Not getting a Hercules. Not go based on how much they go for and everybody's knowledge of them. The first coins that came out were probably going to be similar mintage to the ones that we're getting now, which is a tiny amount. And I can't imagine anybody under any circumstances who's got hold of any of this lot which is coming out. I'm not disputing you. I'm just saying, yeah. I can't imagine any of us who's got one of our Hercules being in a situation where we'd ever consider spending it for face value, would we? Because we know we could whack it out on eBay on a one-day listing and just say buy now 75 and someone will grab it and it'll be gone. Right. Oh, a little bit of variety there. Chethic Industry. First one of these today. Hey, and someone was just talking about skull, and this is what I need for my book. So the normal word is tragic. This is a series of plays in regards to tragic events. I just can't say the word all put together in one. But I don't need to know because I can put it in my book and it will no longer be tragic. So I've got my first Shakespeare and it's one I need. All I need now to complete my Shakespeare in the book is going to be the Jester, which we aren't finding down here, but they're finding them left, right, and centre up in Scotland and the north. Dave says I got 5 £2 NFICs in one bag and was accused of preloading the bag. Yeah, people do, bit and twisted. That's why people always say, oh, I hate it when I find it off camera and that. Well, all my hunts are on camera. I may not upload them because they may be that pants, or I may not be doing it live. If I'm doing it live, it's live. Otherwise, it's cameraed. But if you find them, that's brilliant. I don't check the dates on these. I know they are out there, but my eyesight's poor as heck. I just fly through. Ron saying I stopped keeping skulls. Now I have too many comedies. And I need to keep skulls. That's the first skull I've seen for a long time. And I haven't seen comedies for ages, but I bought 2 sealed bags from Dean last weekend when we were at the Mint. There's a Abolition of Slavery in collectible grade. That's not as filthy as the last one, so I will put that one on the map. Yeah, the Jesters is lower mintage out of the 3 Shakespeares, but they still made a fair few of them. So there's not that much difference between all 3 of them in regards to the mintage figures. No NFRC's tech. Oh, that's all right. That saves me all the hassle then. Let me have a look, see. Another one of the Abolition of Slaveries. These will all go back to the bank though, because these are Commonwealth Garden and very easy to find. The only thing to look at these is to actually look in the front. Some of these will, well, not some of them, you won't find many, but these are all like frosted in the middle. On some of the other sets, they were smooth, not frosted. Then you'll find the different initial underneath the portrait. That'd be, JC or IRB, and that'll affect the value. But all of mine, I've never found anything but the frosted version. So I have a quick glance, but I don't spend too long on it. I've got about 5 bags left. I've got a skull, needed that for the book, and got 2 Britannias, one of which being 15. So I'm not too upset with that, but it would have still been nice to have found an Olympic of some vision or not. Can I post a video on there, mate? It was recorded. Yeah, of course you can. Dave, I know you're getting new and you say what you're waiting for your man and then you start doing them. When you go into YouTube, onto your kind of page, you go into like the video camera, it'll give you the chance to upload or go live. Go live, you like me now, you're live. It is what it is. But if you do anything, like you're going through coins and you're just having a hunt and you aren't bothered about uploading it onto your YouTube page, get your camera, get your tripod, film it. If it's pants, like some of them are, just press delete. If, however, it's a great one and you found some goodies and you don't want people accusing you of preloading the bags and all that, because you've recorded it, that's fine. You just upload. You upload the video and it's up there. And then for anyone to see, it's going to show you doing the hunt and opening the bags and finding your goodies. I can't. Oh, golden guinea. Hey, there's one of these as well. That's the keeper. I tend to record or do mine live on everything now. Although to date, the best 50p hunt I've done was the very first ever sealed bag I had. I had a sealed bank bag as in the outer, but the inside bags were kind of the normal kind of coin bags where you kind of, you know, doing when you're banking them yourselves. And someone had obviously cashed in a collection, a bit like what Dean got. I got 16 Olympics in one bag. I was extremely happy. And in there was I think it's one of the first videos I put up on my YouTube. I think there was definitely a triathlon and a judo and a wrestling. I think there might have been 2 wrestlings actually. It was wunderbar. I loved it. £500 50p hunt 2 weeks ago, and all you got was 3 dictionaries. That is dire. Dictionaries: Peter Rabbit 17, The Tale of, and Benjamin Bunny. I don't even count. I hate those coins. They made so many of them. We see them with such regularity that to me they're just an abomination. That's another Charles Dickens, which looks boring, is quite common. But if you have a microscope or magnifying glass, all of the words making up the head are the names of his books. And in that light, it's quite a nice coin. If you see this in the proof version or the silver version, it is stunning. But they printed loads of them. We see them regularly. So on that basis, it's not a special or an exciting find when you come across it. I got another Chethic Industries. These are getting harder to come across now. They made a fair few, but they are one of the early bimetallic £2 coins. And although I found 2 in this bag, there's many a 500 I've gone through and I haven't had a sniff of one. So I will keep all of these because I think in due course they will become more sought after. Oh, it took me ages to find where I put it. Right, 2 bags left. Oh, I got myself my Olympic. This is one I've already got. It is a Beijing one, but it's still an Olympic, still a nice coin. I do sell them. They are quite a hot favorite, actually, out of my £2 to go. So I'm more than happy to have that to add to my stock. I sold one of these about a week or 2 ago, so I'm really chuffed to find that. That is great. So, yeah. I can't complain. I asked for it. I got it. Just got another Shakespeare. Sorry, reading the next one there. This is another Abolition of Slavery, which goes down there. And there's my second Shakespeare, the Histories. That's the crown with a sword through the middle. This last bag's coming on trumps for me there. Shakespeare and an Olympic. Well shot. Always hope for something like 50p 250. I always hope for a 2018 Potter, apart from Tittlemouse, one of the rarer ones. Got a Tittlemouse. I always hope for an Olympic. With the £2, I would like a Commonwealth or an Olympic. I'm realistic. Quite often I don't get them. I get things like that instead. Brunel, the man, so that's a portrait. But if I get what I'm wanting, I'm always a happy boy, and I got an Olympic. Not one I needed for the album, but one I'm happy with. There's Lord Kitchener, a fine coin, and just like the poster, no matter which angle you look at that coin, he's looking at you and he's pointing at you, which is a clever design back in the day. And that's it. So, right, from here, it's pretty easy, I suppose. Well, I'm going to consider to be my best ones because they stand out like a sore thumb. I know they did produce these in 2016. The Shakespeare's. I'm not going to put a history up there, actually, Shakespeare's history, because I am seeing a fair few of those, the crowns. That, for me, is the most common one down here by a long margin. But the skull is getting harder and harder to come across. Skull and Rose. Handover to Beijing to London, handover. And I got both the 15 and 16 Britannia. They made a fair few of the 16s, but any Britannia is nice. And obviously Britannia took over, standing on the shoulders of Giants Technologies as the standard £2 coin. And yet they have not released one since. They have not released one in 2018, 2019, and I've been reliably informed will not be releasing any this year. So the Strike Your Own Britannia is going to go up in value because all the people wanting the £22 is going to have to get it from the Strike Your Own or get it from the definitive of the year set. So another nice coin to get. So I am more than happy with that. Chuffed. Right. Thanks, Ocean. Thanks, Judith. Yeah, I am quite chuffed with that. What I'm going to bin back, though, is I'm going to definitely keep these to one side. I'm going to bin back Kitchener. I'm going to keep my 3 rugbies. Quite happy with those. Say goodbye to Charles Darwin. St. Paul's, the War. Going to actually say goodbye to Trinity Lighthouse, even though it's a nice one. I have loads of them, and they aren't hard to find. Definitely say goodbye to Brunel, Achievements and Portrait. Definitely say goodbye to Abolition of Slavery. They made loads of them, and they're easy to find. I will keep my Marconi wireless transmissions across the Atlantic. I'll keep those 2 because I reckon those are going to start changing in value soon. Those are beginning to disappear. And I'll keep those simply because I've got loads of them, but I will have a little look at them, and I may put up a multi-listing of some with the variants. So a plain one correctly struck, and then one which is saying per member, remember, and then one which is per member, per member. May make it like a batch of 3 or 4 of them. So the collector who wants them all in one pop can grab hold. But now I'll keep those. And obviously I'm going to keep my Golden Guinea. Not the biggest mintage in the world for the Golden Guinea, so one which I expect will increase. But overall, for a 500 bag, I'm happy with that. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's get the book out. See what I can put away in there now. What gap have I got? I can stick in the skull. That's about it, isn't it? I already had the rest. The only Olympic I had, Sod's Law, was the Beijing one. So I'm still missing the Centenary 2008 and the handover to Rio 2012. I've already got the 15 Britannia. I didn't get any the Navy ships in this lot, but I have now got the skull. So the Skull and Rose for the tragic events for Shakespeare, I will stick in. And although a lot of people, when they're completing the books, take out the bit of paper when they stick it in, I can't really see the point why. I keep it in, and if you look underneath, as soon as I flick into the book, I can see immediately the mintage for all of them. And as you can see, the mintage isn't all that different between these lot. In fact, the skull is the most common. 5.7 mil for all intents and purposes. The histories are 4.6 mil, and the jester for the comedies is 4.3.5 mil. So the comedies is the rarer of the ones, which is why I bought 2 full bags of Dean, because I'll sit on them and the value will go up in due course. I'm happy with those. Cheers, Steve. Cheers, Steve, for stopping to do this hunt. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, everyone. Yeah, you too. Thank you, Scott. Didn't realise the first of 4 prizes was one. Yeah, we debated to start off with mixing and matching them, and then it was a case of, well, yeah, we would have 4 winners and we'll have 4 people happier, I suppose, because they won something, but they would have won nothing or a major. winning anything's always nice, which is why I did a giveaway at someone's suggestion yesterday for one of the Gibraltar shiny ones I came across in bulk. But to make it a bit special, and we were promoting all 4 channels and doing it as a collaboration, it made sense to collaborate and use all 4 prizes in the one. And you are the lucky one to be drawn. So congrats to you. I'm still here. It's an hour and a half. I've got some watches. My hands are already black. I'm just thinking I'm going to crack on and do a 50p one. I might as well. Oh, my numbers have dropped a bit. Probably because some people thought I wasn't going to do this and I was about to log off. But I'm not. I'm going to quickly crack on and see where I can find something special in here. Like always, I'll manage my expectations. I'm not expecting a queue. I'm not expecting anything majorly wowy, but I'm always hopeful. What I will do is I will stress what I'm after, because I expect that the least I should be able to expect as a yield for a £250 bag of 50p's, in my opinion, is a 2018 either Tittle-Mouse, Peter Rabbit or Flopsy, and at least one Olympic. Yesterday with the first bag, I was severely disappointed because I was given rubbish. This time I'm holding out a little bit more hope. First coin. Samuel Johnson's Dictionary. Common as muck. I hate it. I'll be dictioning that straight away, just like I'll be dictioning any Benjamin Bunnies and any Taylor Peter Rabbit. Those I do not like. Although that was in the first bag, so I will count it to a degree as being a commemorative, so that I don't have to count. Whoops. I've now learned that I cannot hold a tub of 500 by the rim. Not without the rim spinning away from me. Let's drop that down here. I can just diction below me now. So, after an Olympic, and I'm after 2018. If I get somewhere better, I'm a really happy boy, but we shall see. And the dictionary, I will count. Oh, what's the odds? Got this yesterday. Looks like I'm starting again. This is the 2006 Gibraltar. This is going to be another Battle of Gibraltar. So I created a pile of them yesterday. It looks like I'm going to have another pile of them. Another dictionary. Can't believe this. I think I had about 10 or so of them yesterday. I wonder whether this bag yields the same. Ah, that's disgusting. That could. 2016 Rio Games Team GB in vile condition. I don't think that another word suits the bill apart from the word vile there. And I'm not taking my time looking for 17 Shields in 2008 Britannias, because I have bags of them already. I've got more of them than I'll ever get around to selling. So it's just storage now. So I can't be bothered. My first Paddington. We got Paddington at the station. I need to put it into a separate hand when I'm doing that, because I think it doesn't focus with the other handful of coins. There we go. Yet another Gibraltar 2006. Battle of Hastings 2016. It came out the same year as the first batch of Beatrix Potters. And then we've got ourselves our second Paddington, and this one's at St. Paul's. Another Gibraltar. I've got to set up my own Gibraltar shop by the looks of this. It's terrible. Not complaining though. Could be worse, could be that. Taylor Peter Rabbit. Terrible. Boom, boom, boom. Team Station. Ooh. Hi, Carl. Can we get the other 10 today? Yeah, looks like it. We've got 3 already. And I can see a really shiny one from there. So that's either going to be another one or it's going to be a 2019. No, it's going to be another one. Can't believe how many of these I've got. I know it's lower mintage because it's a Channel Islands, but it'd be nice if it was worth a fair bit as opposed to just 50p, but there's public libraries. Either way, it's something different for me, and it's enough for me to be justified in taking the time to making a listing for it, because I can do it as a multi-listing. If I could remove... Oh, that's a good one. Hi, Michael Thornley from Australia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But if I could remove any 50p or 2p commemorative from circulation, what would you replace it with? One from 50p and one from £2. Right. I would remove Johnson's Dictionary. I would replace it with a proper 50 years of the 50p, 50 pence, which they never bothered to make. They cheated and were lazy and just used the Britannia. And then they used the Britannia with a little mint mark and ABCD on the far corners. What they should have done is, in my opinion, is they should have made a 50p covered in 50 pences, i.e. small versions, a bit like the WWF of some of the more iconic ones from in the last 50 years. A little tiny one on there of Q, a little tiny one on there of Britannia, admittedly, a little tiny one on there of various ones to cover the range of 50p's. It could have been brilliant. It could have been a bit like this year's Team GB, in the vein of the WWF. Lots of little variants on there and a real good celebration of 50 years of the 50p. But definitely that one. £2 coin. Whew, I don't know. There's no £2 coin I particularly object to. What I would do is I'd reduce the numbers of a lot of the £2 coins, because like last year, the 2019 Shields, they brought in so many. There's Mrs. Tiggywinkle, 2016 Beatrix Potter. That's nice. They brought in so many different coins across the spectrum, which they never released into circulation. Yeah, Kian, the draw has been done. Oceans Jack Libreton was the winner. I'm afraid it wasn't you. Oh yeah, Brunel selfie. Yeah, get rid of the Brunels. That would be an idea. These are irritating as heck. Too many of these. Oh, my third Paddington. All I'm missing now is the Palace to get the full set of 4. Strange I can get 3 and all different ones to start off with. There's a Christopher Ironside. There's a Commonwealth Games Glasgow. Oh, there's a representation of the People Act, as someone just mentioned a second ago. Dave just mentioned we'd change the People Act. Some of a better memorial. Yeah, it's a little bit of a strange one. Bit of a safe bet, really. Oh, definitely get rid of this one as well. Benjamin Blooming Bunny. 25 mils. No. Oh, there's another one of my Gibraltars. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Get loads of these still. Yeah, I'd have just reduced massively the amount that they bought in of the 2019. I'd have bought all of the 2019 not intended for circulation 50p's and made 5 million of each of those, as opposed to swamping us with about 50 million of the Shields. There's a nice anniversary coin for the 2016 Beatrix Potter. So that goes with my Tiggywinkle, 2 of the set. Oh, there's WWF. Can't complain with that. I've actually just packaged 2 of these today. I sold 2 of these in the last 24 hours. So there's one back to replace some of my stock. Down there we got that blooming dictionary again. So what we got so far? Well, I've got 5 nearly mint condition Gibraltar. I've got WWF. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, WWF is my favourite after Isaac Newton. And yeah, WWF is possibly going to be pushed down into 3rd place when they bring out this year's Team GB. Look at that. This year's Team GB is a stunning design, very reminiscent to the WWF. There's a nice little Benjamin Britten. That's a Marmite coin. People either love it or hate it. I'm one of the love. I do like that coin a lot. That is just pure Marmite. I hate it. Benjamin Bunny. Curse of all coin tubers. There's yet another one of these little babies. I reckon I'm going to get the same sort of pile size as yesterday. And yet another Johnson's Dictionary. Boom. Yeah, Game of the Gibraltar, left, right, and centre. Yeah, Dave's saying it would be nice for Poppy £2 design to replace Brunel. They did a really nice Poppy, and you can get the plain one on the coloured version out of Man last year. Yeah, we haven't really done. We've done the Victoria Cross and the Heroic Axe, but the UK hasn't really done, you know, in your hand change coin. We've done special ones, £5 ones, and things like that, and commemorative ones. But we haven't done one which is going to go into circulation, which everyone has a chance to hold them. We really should. We can do one for Victoria Cross and remembering Heroic Acts, and I think remembering all acts would be nicer. So getting a copy for Remembrance Day would be brilliant. And again, they could merchandise it and use it towards the British Legion and things like that as well, because that could be turned into a tie pin, and it could be turned into a button badge for your blazer, for going alongside your poppy or whatever for Remembrance Day parades, and it could be everything. It's something I'm surprised they haven't done. No, there's still time. Oh, they're producing enough. They're doing some dinosaurs this year to commemorate the fact that we dug up some old bones back in the 1800s. Dinosaur remains are found in every country in the world. Most significant ones being in places like Brazil and North America and places like that. But you can find them anywhere. We dug up some old bits. Nothing to write home about. We didn't discover any new brands. There's another Gibraltar. New dinosaurs or anything. But of course, and another Gibraltar. They decided that with the first Beatrix Potter said in 2016 that kid-related content sells big, which is why they've been doing it ever since, and concentrating on it. We've got Gruffalos and Snowmen and you name it. So the dino coins are coming out solely to target parents to buy them for their kids who like dinosaurs. Hey, and I got myself an Olympic. Hey, first bag that done, being a success. Got my Olympic. All I need now to complement that is I need a 2018 Potter. I've got myself another Paddington at the station. Really nice shiny one, actually, though. It's a good nick. Been squirreled away into the collection. Another St. Paul's. So no swaps with the Paddingtons until this bag, and then 2 in a row. Oh, and look at this. All right, I don't care about getting a 2018 Potter now. I don't need it. I do not need it at all. I've chumped it big style. I've got myself a Jemima Puddle Duck 2016. What a fantastic find. Really, really chuffed. that is great. That's going to go next to my Olympic, not next to my other 2 potters from the 16s. That deserves its space right next to the Olympic. Well, I've got loads of bags left, and I don't really care. Dave's just, I think he's done a few expletives there in numerical text, which is a good thing. But yeah, chuffed. I like to see the ducks up there. Thank you for the ducks there, David SCC. That's lovely to have my little mallards quacking away. There's another disgraceful. Oh, another Gibraltar, shiny. Thanks everyone for saying about that. It's lovely to have a duck. I'm well chuffed. I won an Olympic in the 2018. That was my kind of minimum aim, and I got my Olympic and a better than the 2018, all in the space of probably about 20 coins. And there's a Victoria Cross, relatively communal garden. One for the map for now anyway, because I like to show the variation. You can always take it as read that whatever variation you can see on there, diversity of the coins that you can get from a 250 bag, you can always add 3 to that, being the 3 that I always discard straight away. I do not think they deserve a place in UK coinage, let alone on my map. There's my 2nd anniversary coin. Again, this is like a boom and bust, feast or famine. I've spent ages before finding one of these. I haven't found one of these for ages, and I've got 2 today. And my pile of Gibraltars is getting close to 10 now, I think. It's definitely similar size to what I had yesterday. And the day is young in regards to my coins. I'll be amazed if it's I was about to say it was amazed if it'll be the last one I find, and there comes another one. So yeah, these are all 2006. They're all, to all intents and purposes, mint, because they are absolutely perfect, and they are breeding like rabbits. I could do a Gibraltar giveaway again, actually. You don't have to put on there, just kidding. No, unloaded bags. But yeah, I think I will. I know, I'll do a Gibraltar giveaway to somebody from the stream later on if I find another Gibraltar before I finish. And so far, I've been finding one nearly every bag, so it should be good odds for you. But obviously, he's costing me 50p. He's costing me a stamp. You know, I'm a Yorkshireman, so I've got to give myself a little bit of a chance. Conditions. So, hi Andy, welcome. I'm pretty certain we are definitely going to find one. I am pretty certain we're going to find more than one. So we will do one, but we'll do it at the end after we've done a quick sum up. Trader face value, look at that. This is turning into quite a good bag. Handball. My 2nd Olympic. I've got boxing now and handball. And I got, of course, my Jemima Puddle Duck. Benjamin Bunny. Oh, I hate him. Come on. Where's part of... Oh, Psycho Cat. My first Psycho Cat of the day. Tom Kitten. I can't show. I will show them there because I've been leaving that line for the set of Paddingtons, but I could leave that line and not come across a palace, so it'll just be a waste of space. I will move Psycho Cat along should I come across a palace. Right. So 2 Olympics and a Jemima Puddle Duck. Defo, happy with that bag. Oh, and I said I'll put it there in case I don't get a palace. So, of course, what do I get next? Palace. So, Psycho Cat moves, palace goes down, and And we have the full set of Paddingtons. Not that that is much of an achievement. Do I need any Benjamin Bunnies? Ha ha ha. Right. There you go. Good luck to the day. Fingers crossed you found one then. We'll swap you an Olympic for one. What's that? Oh, Judy, if you want to swap an Olympic for Gibraltar, bring it on. Of your choice. I don't even mind if it's archery. Consider it done. Right, that's another medals. Victoria Cross. There's another Psycho Cat. Boom, 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 boom. Still got over half a dozen bags left. Consider it done, Judith. I think you know my email, don't you? Just drop me a line with your postal, because I probably won't be able to find it, but drop me a line with your postal address. I'll whack one in the post to you. In case you don't know, see, been laughing on about need to shoot. All right, take care, Dave. Boom, boom, boom. What was that? Nothing. If you don't know my email, Judith is Dragonlord 1948 at yahoo.co.uk. Drop me your address. I'll reply back with mine and I'll be that. Yeah, see you on the flip side, Dave. Have a good one. What we got here? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dictionaries. Curse of my life. Been more prolific in here than Benjamin Bunny today. Shall we suggest you had some duck luck? Yeah, I was hoping for a 2018. Was my ambition. And I ended up getting Jemima instead. Which makes me a very happy boy. How are you, Laughter? Having a good weekend, I trust. Another Christopher Ironside. I knew it definitely had one. Let's see where it got to. Four bags left. Oh, Judith, if you didn't see Warren's, Andy's comment there, Andy's saying, did you know you won Warren's giveaway on this stream? Representation of the People's Act. We're going to swapsy. So congratulations for that, Judith. Oh, and there we go. We're definitely doing a Gibraltar giveaway at the end of this stream because I knew we'd come up with another one. And if you win that, Judith, you just win Warren's as well. You only even need to have to donate a Olympic. So you may want to hang fire for a second on that one. There's the Guild Guides. I don't really like that design all that much. I think it's pretty basic and pretty unspecial. That's probably a better angle. There we are. But diversity goes on the mat. Yeah, Slatter, I picked up a pile of about, so far, although I have posted one of identical sized piles from a hunt yesterday. They're all 2006 Gibraltar Ballot Volga. There's another Girl Guides, but minging condition, so I'll just ditch that one straight away, I think. To be fair, all the Girl Guides and that will be getting ditched back to the bank anyway. I've got adequate stock of all of these. They're 10 a penny. As Ian used to say, might well have the bank hold on to them for you. You always know where they are if you need them. Wouldn't take much to get in short notice just by check. Oh, that's a nice find. Combine out the NHS. I'm more than happy with adding that one to the pile. That was really shy. I was hopeful with that one. There's a Team GB 2016. I think I put one down of these already, have they? No. Right. Last bag. Boom, 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 boom. Another Psycho Cat, Tom Kitten. We get 3 of those. And that'll be it. So from that, I got another. Let's count these up this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 2006. Beautiful condition. Ballot of Gibraltar. One of these I'm going to put to one side because that's promised to Judith, although we'll need to see whether Judith needs to swap for it or whether she just gets it, because I'm going to do one of these as a giveaway in a minute. So for this, it's simple, really simple what the finds are here. I will add to it though NHS, simply because NHS is getting harder. I've got all these nice Gibraltars, got a Benjamin Britten, but not best condition, but I'm happy with that lot. We've got a Jemima Puddle Duck, 2 Olympics, handball and boxing, and the NHS. Bearing in mind, I think one of the most sought after letters on the 10p's, the 3 which have sold out nearly everywhere and the higher value on the sites, is A, B, and N. Everyone likes James Bond. Everyone from up north wants the Angel of the North. And the N for the NHS, well, probably everyone has a family member or friend or relation or somebody who works somewhere within the NHS. So I think the NHS 50p coin is going to become more and more sought after in due course as well. Going straight back to the bank, though, is Girl Guides, Victoria Cross, Christopher Ironside, public libraries. I probably should do more. I suppose I've got WWF there as well. I might as well stick that with my Olympics and my duck. That's not too bad. The rest, nothing majorly wowy or special, but I'll keep them simply because if I need to spend them, they're still there. But the rest can go to one side. I can go over here. And now I'm going to do a little giveaway in regards to one of these Gibraltar, I think it's Battle of Gibraltar. Yeah, no, Capture of Gibraltar, 1704. And this has been released in several years across the island, I believe, but this is a version released in 2006. They obviously would have done it 2 years prior for the anniversary and just carried on minting it with a different year on the back. So I'm off to grab a bit of paper and I'm off to write down a number between 1 and 25. You have as many goes as you want, but so if you want to type a number between 1 and 25, as soon as I see the right number, I'll say stop, and then I'll see who's drawn it in the order first on my stream. And whoever wins will be getting that coin courtesy of Karma. It takes a while for my stream on StreamYard to upload, so right now I haven't seen anything apart from an entry by Laughter saying I work for the NHS. Oh, there we go. We got loads now. Let me scroll around until I can check that it's definitely been written down by somebody. Oh, there's hundreds now. You might as well stop for a second, just as I try and play catch up. I haven't seen it yet, but I've had to start from the top, obviously. Stop. Oh, what's the odds on that? Right, unless somebody else can see to the contrary, the first person to draw is the person who wanted it anyway. So all that's done effectively is save me 50p and save you an Olympic, Judith. That is brilliant odds. Yeah, you did win it. Congratulations, Judith. You just won Warren's giveaway, I gather. You wanted to do a swap for an Olympic for that coin, and you don't have to swap because you've now just won it outright on the giveaway. It was number 8 I wrote down, and number 8 you got. Congratulations, Judith. So, regardless, you don't need my address anymore, but I do need yours. Yeah, that's great odds. That's brilliant. Congratulations. Your lucky day. Make sure you buy yourself a lottery ticket. All right? Things come in threes. You've just been told you won Warren's giveaway. You just won mine. So definitely get yourself a lottery ticket. Because if you win the big one tonight, you'll remember that I'm the one that told you to get that ticket. And then you'll say, Steve, I think here's 100 grand just to say thank you. Because if it wasn't for you telling me I wouldn't have got a ticket, I would no longer be a multi-millionaires. So I would like that 100 grand, don't get me wrong. So definitely do it. CJF, thank you. Yes, they did. Did yours? The ones I posted out at the same time, same day to 2 different places, same method, got to Scott. Hopefully yours have arrived. I meant to message you about by the time I got around to the post came a little bit latish and then I was on live, so I didn't get a chance yet. I was going to message you to say they have safely arrived. Have yours, right? Yeah, they did. Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for that. I now have the set of 3, and so do you, which is brilliant. For anyone in the background wondering what the heck me and CGF are talking about, we're talking about the Hercules coins. I'd managed to get a few spares of the first 2, the Lion and the Hydra, but I didn't manage to get sufficient, or well, any to a degree, of the 3rd coin, the Hind. But CGF coins did, so we did a little swapsy. So for any of you who may be in and out of doing swapsies with things, CGF is a man of his word. We did a swap. We posted them to each other yesterday, special delivery, and they both arrived on our doormats this morning, as promised. So a man of his word can be trusted. But that is great. I'm well chuffed with mine. Got mine in my little case already. Obviously, CGF, you bought yours from Pobjoy, so on that regard, you know about Pobjoy and the site already. I would strongly recommend this case. They do. I'm preaching to the converted. Please ignore. But if you don't know, they do this case. It's like leather. It's beautiful, really tactile. Comes with 6 holders in there already. 50p's, and this is basically where I'm sticking all of mine. I've ordered a secondary box in the hopes that I'm going to get all 12 eventually by hook or by crook, by buying, by lucky, by swapping, by doing whatever. But I have the top 3 in there, including the hind now on this side. And as and when I get the next one, I will pop this. But it's a beautiful, beautiful box and a fantastic way to hold those coins. And that is shipped is around about 14 quid or something like that. It's a beautiful box and a lovely way of storing those beautiful coins. Yeah, in regards to the Britannia Oceans, they said at the mint quite clearly, really, that last year we know the only coins that they produced in vast quantities that we've all seen and we've all been cursing is these horrible shields. The 2019 they produced, I don't know, they haven't released the figures yet, but I reckon they would probably produce over 50 million of the Britannia 50p's, the shield 50p's. I've seen loads and loads of 2019 20p's as well. I think they've restocked the UK's shekels quite well in 2019. We know that in 2018 they produced nothing apart from the £1 coin. So all of the coins from 1p up to the £2 Britannia are not intended for circulation in 2018, which means if you can get a hold of a 2018 year set, it's very nice if you break it up because you can sell the 50p for about 45 quid. You can sell the £2 for about 45 quid because none of these were released. And you can sell all the lower ones. I've sold on all of mine. The 1p, 2p, 5p, 10p, 20p. Sold all of those for over a tenner each as well. There's collectors who go for the day ones, they'll want them. I've just bought another full set which arrived today. 2018. I made an offer for this. You can look at them, you can see what they go for, but I made an offer. You buy these right now for 55 quid, the 2020 ones, and if you're using it from I didn't know that after in regards to the VE day, but yeah, they change them left, right and center. Where was I? Losing a plot. That's it, the 2020s. I reckon 2020 is going to be another kind of proof year to the same degree as 2018 was. I reckon they'll probably produce the £1 coin and that's about it. They've been telling us that the Treasury needs fewer and fewer coins each year because fewer and fewer are in demand because more people are using contactless payments and Apple Pay and all that sort of things. So they don't need that many. The Mint also say that they have two big kind of feasts and famines each year. That they have a shed load of coins hit circulation around October, November, because that's when everyone's emptying their saving jars in order to buy their Christmas presents. The same thing then happens before summer as well, because people are saving up for their summer holidays. So you get a big bash of the coinage hitting circulation then. It dries up a little bit before when people are saving bit by bit. Hi, Thomas. For Christmas and saving for the summer holidays. But, you know, like a roller coaster and ups and downs, it all kind of settles and it's there. But the actual coinage itself being needed is being reduced because we're using change less and less. There'll always be a place for it, and the Mint will never shut because they're printing for 65 of the countries anyway. So they're printing 24 hours a day because they're printing minting coins for loads and loads of different countries. But 2018, the only coin they produced was the £1 coin in regards to definitive coins. Everything else was not intended for circulation. 2019, we know they've swamped the place with those Shield 50p's. I wish they hadn't. It would have been much, much nicer if they had just released 20 million Shields and 5 million Gruffalos, 5 million Hawkins. They could have done all of that, but they didn't. They did the ones they wanted to do, and that was it. They wanted to sell their coins for £10 each to collectors because they know collectors want to have the full set. They didn't want them all to be found in change, so they just flooded it with the shields instead. They could have done different. The Treasury doesn't dictate how many of which design they have. They say we need 50 million 50p's. It's down to the mint what they produce. The mint could have done no shields if they wanted to, apart from, and they could have done them all in commemorative ones. But that way, people wouldn't have been buying them at £10 a pop over the counter and through the website, which is why, cynically, because they are there to make money, they produced the bog standard shields and made us fork out for the commemoratives. Obviously, they threw in the old Paddingtons because they've done it the year before. I expect that this year they will bring out the Olympic Games. Oh, actually, let's bring me back on here for a second. I'm feeling left out. I expect they will bring in the Olympic Games 50p, which is an absolute corker this year. Mainly did bring out the 2011 50p coins for the 2012 games, and that's what really caused the big boost and boom in 50p and coin collecting, which is making them a hell of a lot of money as a result. And they brought out the Rio Team GB one, so I fully expect that they will bring out the 2020 Team GB one. I doubt they'll bring out any other £2 coins because I say there's enough for current demand. So all of the Agatha Christie's, the Britannias and all of that will need to buy. They said on the tour that they sincerely doubted that any £2 coins will be produced this year because there is not the demand for them. So I expect the Britannia will be a proof one, which is why if you can get the year sets and sit on them, 55 quid, they will go up. This 2018, I got probably the cheapest you're going to ever find it on the eBay at this time now in 2020. I got this for just under 80 quid. It was someone had listed it for a relatively low price and also make an offer. I made an offer quickly. They accepted immediately. I took it. So I think I got it for something like 78 quid. I'm taking out the packaging because the packaging is dirty as hell, as you can see anyway. And it's not going to stay in the packaging anyway because I'm going to be selling it bit by bit. This will all be opened up. Loose coins will be sold separately in the long bookmark fashion that I cut mine to. Representation of the People Act probably be on my website this time next year because I can't imagine many people wanting to fork out a tenner for that in a bit of card because they're all over the place. Frankie, though, different matter altogether. Someone will have EOA. Same with the RAF badge, and same with the remembrance one. That one, nah, not many people like 50p, £5 coins. These, though, all bar the £1 coin, are not intended for circulations. So that works out when I break them up and sell them individually from a brilliant uncirculated annual coin set. That'll be about 140 quid's worth plus, which is why 140 just for the definitives, and then I've also got the other ones to get it for under 80. Nice little bit of a markup. I expect, and if that's the case, I'll have a look on my website or my email. I have them all on there for about 5 quid, cut in a long line of card. I cut my sets when I open them to make them basically bookmarks because I just take it from how it is. So there's a Mayflower, but I'll cut it like that. So if someone wants to get hold of this before it's released, they can buy it from me in this format. And this is my favorite one from this year, Agatha Christie with the poison and the question mark and the pistol and all of that. The £5 coins are normally the ones that sell the last. So yeah, they're on my site. They'll always probably be on my site until a £5 coin collector comes along and snaffles them up, because I don't ask any different price for these than I do for the £2 or the 50p's. So I sell them for the same. So yeah, people don't think out of the box and buy the ear sets. They just buy the coin they're after. In reality, you can buy the coin you're after along with a hell of a load more and actually pay less in some cases. I've got a full set of 2019, although they have minted loads of them and we don't know the circulations, but I don't think there's be anything wowie in that. But I've got 2 spare full sets of 2020 already. Well, set I've already kind of cobbled up the commemoratives. I've got the definitives I'm going to sit on for a little while. I might start listing the 50 and the £2 coin yet, but I'll certainly sit on the change until I find out whether it's going to be NFIC or not. No, CGF, unfortunately, I didn't get the 2 coin Brexit set, which is bizarre how that has gone up to the value it has. For people who don't know, they released online on the midnight of Brexit Day basically a little card with Westminster in the background, and on the front a bog standard taken from change, no doubt, but to a nice quality. The 1973 ring of hands, and next to that the Brexit coin, and they asked 30 quid for it. Well, the Brexit coin itself package was 10 quid, although it's really pants. If you have a look at one of my videos, I did one of the strike your own Brexit Day 50p, and also the packaged one. Package one, they've done absolutely no effort in at all. It is disgraceful on how little detail they put in there. It is pathetic. But that is just a bog standard 73 coin with a Brexit one. I've got about 50 bog standard 73 coins, but obviously for Brexit Day there's a bit of interest. And for that particular package, they made 5,000 of them. They sold them for 30 quid, which is a massive markup. And I understand that the resale value on eBay yesterday was around 150. So they've gone up a fortune. Bearing in mind that these little babies, they struck this on the day. I struck this at 2:45 in the morning on Brexit Day. These are only going for about 50 quid. The price will go up and down. Some people pay 80 quid for them, some will get them for 40 or whatever, but they're around 50, 55, 60, thereabouts. But add to that epoxy coin, which is worth about 3 quid, the 1973 ring of hands, and stick it on a picture of Houses of Parliament. How that can suddenly go to 150 is beyond me. I would suggest if any of you have been lucky enough to get any of those, you whack them on eBay and cash them in as soon as, because it's only a matter of time until someone like me offers the Brexit coin with a 73 and halves your price, and people will buy it. Yeah, they wouldn't need to know, would they? The package is neither in or there. If someone wants just the entry coin and the exit coin, I can sell it to them in a wallet for well under a wallet, rather than them paying 150 by having a picture of Parliament on the back. What's the point? The price will drop, I reckon. What was that? Oh, and Steve, I said MFC twice. What's that? Oh, my from Nickel X. Oh, thank you. Cheers for that. That's David Biggin is up to Thomas. Tom comes on quite often. Good for commenting on vids. Very, very efficient that way. You can tell I had a package of change. Got one on eBay for 30 quid on auction that didn't get them in. Is that the strike your own, or is that the twin set, David? If it's a twin set, you've struck gold, because that's how much they went for. And I went to the mint, and I was there at 1:30, so an hour and a half after they opened. And those 5,000 entry and exit coins were not available in the Royal Mint. If they were, I'd have probably picked one up, because I'd have figured it looks pretty and it's better than our bog standard thing, which isn't limited edition at all. The packaged thing, which was pathetic. And I would have definitely probably picked up one of these instead of the packaged coin. They were not available. They were solely, obviously, an online purchase, which irritates the hell out of me even more. They put us through like cattle. We went in and out in seconds. My tour from start to finish was under 20 minutes. Basically, we stopped in 4 rooms. First room, we gathered and got told, don't use your phones, standard draw. Then we moved into one coin to be shown. Oh, here's a picture of the 73 coin. This is nice. This is when we joined. Next room, here's a picture of The dual date. Nice coin. Move on. Here's a picture of the 98 stars from when we held the presidency again. Next room is where you can strike your own. Well, you can't strike them all because we don't have the time. How many you asked for? 3? Right, you can strike 1 if you want. And then he just passed you 2. And then we got shown back into the shop, basically. It was more than £1 a minute. It was pathetic. They didn't say it was an extended tour. They actually, when we got there, they obviously may have been criticised for that, CGF, because when I got there, they said it was a condensed tour. It was a total nutter rip-off. They made us pay more for it. We paid 25 quid for it, rather than whatever it is normally, about, I don't know, 14, 15 quid or something. So we paid about 10 or more for the tour, which wasn't a tour at all. They didn't mention the metals they used, didn't mention the minting process, they didn't mention anything. It's strike your own, yeah. And rather than pay £6.90 for the strike your own, they were charging us a tenner a pop as well. So they increased the price of everything and decreased the value, time, and quality of everything. We were sheep to be herded in and to empty out our wallets and purses and then leave again. And we're on the trail of a tour in front, and we had a trail behind us as well. It was ridiculous. I was more than a little bit knocked by it, as you can probably see from my video. I did think they put zero effort into the packaged coin for the Brexit coin. It's nothing. It's literally as thin as you can imagine. It is basically wafer thin. It is a tiny piece of card holding that, and all of the information which is on this, i.e. those little bits and those little bits, that is all that is on that. If they charge you 5 quid for that, they were making a hell of a lot of money on us, but they charge us 10. You get more paper and card involved in a basic my mum's happy shopper birthday card than that thing. They don't mention any coins in there. They don't mention in there the 73, the 98 stars, the dual date. Don't mention any of the other coins relevant to us and our membership for 47 years in the EU. Help yourself.
No, the shoe one, do you know what it is?
No, it's not there. I don't know.
And do you want anything from the shop?
No, thank you. So yeah, they were using us as cash cows. It was terrible. Got any pets? I don't have any pets. I look after on Thursdays my brother's dog, which is a Lakeland Terrier. He's a juvenile delinquent called Watson. He's as mad as a box of frogs, but he is fun. Right, let's go back up on here. Dun, 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 dun. What have I missed? Right. Yeah, so if people are looking at collecting or investing, I would probably tip this year's 2020 set as being a good investment set. It's 55 quid for the commemorative and the definitives, and I fully expect that the definitives is going to be like 2018, and they'll all be, or the majority will be, not circulated this year, which will mean for breaking and reselling the sets will go up in value considerably. Bye, Thomas. And just holding on to them, the price will go up as a full set, because people like me will still pay a fair bit for them in order to break them up and sell them on. The 2019 set, I do not think will go up much more because they've released most of these into circulation. My girlfriend got me for a surprise. I told her I decided to use the money towards a queue and one get off your website. Ah, that's nice. That's cool. Cheers, David. Lisa, anything from my website, just like any of the other people in our little kind of coin family that we use on here, you can guarantee that you ain't going to get ripped off and be getting the fake from anybody. What you see is what you get, and it's all the real McCoy, real pucker gen. But yeah, 2018 set. I bought another one simply because I've already got one broken up, and I'm going to break up another because I've recently sold all of the lower denominations. to coin collectors. 2020, I will buy a few more sets to sit on. But as you can see, scrolling along the bottom, if you aren't already a member of Top Cashback, join from that link. It's money for old rope. You just go onto there, type in the Royal Mint, it'll take you to the site. You buy what you want, and then you get a lump of dosh credited to your Top Cashback. It takes a little while to tick over from being tracked to confirmed to payable, but off you pop from there. And we should do the £5 coin for, Steve. Probably be around £12.95, something like that. I don't do much more different to that. Most of those though will be on my eBay, which is the dash Dragonlord. But I will have various ones on my website as well, dragonlordcoins.com. Well, you can always email me or message me what you're after, and I'll tell you what I've got and where it is. You can always signpost you. Anyway, getting too much like a shopping channel now. So we've done £500 £2 hunt. We've done the Jemima Puddle Duck, made me very happy. And we've talked a bit about how to get some coins better by doing. Why did it take so long to pay out? I have no idea, Madeline. It's just one of those things. It has to track the purchase. It then has the site that you bought it from confirms that you access the site via Top Cashback. So Top Cashback get their kind of credit for referring you on. And then they confirm that you haven't returned the goods and all of that sort of stuff. You haven't got your refund, and the purchase has been finished and confirmed and is watertight, and then it moves into the confirmed territory. The Royal Mint seem to do theirs in batches as well. Some stores and sites on there won't do them on a regular rollover like eBay does. Some will do them on batches. So the Royal Mint, for example, you can get, I don't know, like 3 months, nothing happens with any of them. Then all of a sudden, they all become straight to payable. I just let it build up over the course of the year, doing my shopping, doing my buying and selling, and I then transfer it normally across into an Amazon voucher towards Christmas to spend on presents. Again, Amazon's the best place to find the best range of gin as well. I got Amazon Prime, so the next day shopping. And when you transfer it into like a credit kind of voucher for a store, be that vouchers of using Pizza Hut or Debenhams or John Lewis or Amazon or whatever, you also get a percentage additional cash added on top of it. You get a percentage additional because you're using it online again through one of the people they supply. So I don't know, something like an extra 5 or 6%, I think, on top of what I cash in is added when I transfer it into an Amazon voucher. But I used a lot before Crimbo. A lot then got confirmed just after, and I'm up to about 165 payable again already. Angry Brit, we're all right. I'm just about to wind down, actually. We've done our full channel giveaway today, which Oceans won. I've done a separate giveaway for a Gibraltar coin I got in my coin hunt, which Judith has won. And we've just been chatting the ways of getting hold of the coins. Andy's now asking me about a Georgian dragon when I list it. I know I will have it listed. I'm just going to look gormless for a minute. I normally look gormless, but this is going to be more gormless than usual. Oh, just sold a tail of Gloucester. And I'm going to quickly see where it is listed on my site and see how much I've got it listed for. Got some nice stuff on there. Got some Hercules. I know I have them listed because I listed them all. It's probably going to be on page 2. Someone asked about the 2017 Britannia £2 coin. I have that listed up there for $46.75. I'm not saying I'm the cheapest. You may be able to find cheaper somewhere else. And I just listed what I list. Just trying to find you that. See, on my website, I can just put it into categories and find it easier. And here I have a mess around with a search, typing words while I just scroll through. I normally like to just scroll through because it's easier. It saves me jiggling it all about and then finding it hard to track things down. Yeah, I knew it'd be on page 2. That's always the way. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Oh, what's the odds? I've got up there Agatha Christie $12.99, VE Day $12.99, Mayflower $12.99. I've got a 2019 Queen Victoria £5 coin. Why can I not find the 2020? That is bizarre. Do not think I sold it, and I definitely would have listed it. I'll be able to go into search now. This is a pain. I hate doing search. Right. 2020 item title. Okay, so I haven't listed it. Makes it confusing. 2 seconds. I didn't have a drink to celebrate. I'm not really a fan or negative. I just go with the flow. I can't even remember what I voted now. I probably vote leave, although I've got kids, so they probably would have preferred if I voted remain. But I was just getting sick to death of it all. Oh, that's a quick question there, which I already answered without even seeing the screen. Ocean saying, how much do you do the 2020 £2 coins for? $12.99 is on my website for. Sorry, on my eBay. But like I say, you can probably get those from elsewhere. Andy, can you confirm which one you're on about? Oh, 2018, right. In that case, I probably shouldn't have done the search on 2020. I thought you meant the latest one. It's about the... That's the Prince William one, isn't it? Oh. Maybe I sold it then. It's not there. That's bizarre. Let me quickly open up my website. Sorry, I'm still multitasking, so I'm going to look corners because I'm looking at a different screen. Might have watched me fishing around on different screens and watching me messing around using just my oh, well, that's bizarre. Right, in answer to that question then, I don't even have it listed. I can't understand why I haven't though. Andy Walton, 2019 Georgian Dragon. I can't even find where it is right now. I will have it, and if not, I've certainly got it in the case next to me, which I haven't broken loose yet. Maybe a case of I sold one and I haven't replaced it yet, or I may have been knocking around somewhere else. If you email me, dragonlord1948@yahoo.co.uk, because I won't be able to remember what's in the thread here. Just say what you're after, which coins wise, and I'll dig out which ones I've got and let you know. Didn't know you sell coins yet. I'm got my own website, dragonlordcoins.com. You check on me eBay, no worries. Okay. David SCC. I have the first two of the Hercules coins, trying to sell them. Much you thinking I'm fetched for them as can't afford other ones due to losing job. If you sold them at 80 quid, buy it now, they'll go quickly. Because that is probably the cheapest anyone's going to expect to find them for. If you priced it higher, then you'll be amongst lots of other people whose prices are higher, and then you'll be down to the vagaries of people's selling habits. For me, if I was after one and there's 8 people selling for the same, I'll be looking at the person's selling history, feedback, and all the other bits. So I don't know how good your feedback and your eBay rating is. Again, I'll also look at what other people are selling on. But if you're after a quick sell, the easiest way is to type in. I won't go into too much effort of typing weird and wonderful, because the more you type in, the less you're going to get up in the search results. What I'll type in is I'll type into the search 2020 Hercules. Make sure you spell Hercules right, not like you've done on there. 2020 Hercules, and then I have a £2 coin sign or coin, and I'll bring up all of the Hercules coins. What I'll then do is I'll go down to the left-hand column, scroll down a bit, and I'll hit the sold box. Then you'll get another page populate, and all of the numbers will then be shown in green. Those are the prices of the actual item has sold for. So those are the recent sale prices, what they've gone for. You'll be able to then work out which one's a Lion and which one's a Hydra, work out the rough recent selling prices, and then get yourself back onto your eBay. Go back to the coin in particular, and might type in Lion or Hydra that time, and then put it down for the viewing order, low to high, including postage. If you want to just do as a buy it now, happy days. Just tick buy it now at the top, and I'll deselect all of the auctions, and you'll see the lowest buy it now. And then just make sure you're around that area, and you'll get it. Someone will take yours in relatively quickly, I would have thought. If you want to hold out for a bit more, you'll have to wait a bit longer. Just the way of the world. I bought several coins and to give me spares, and I've always bought them that way. What I tend to do is I tend to buy an auction and sell it, buy it now, and that's where in that middle ground is where my kind of profit margin is. If you put them on an auction and they go for less than what you want, it ain't good. So yeah, it's how long you want to wait to sell them, and again, it'll change. It'll change throughout the sale of all of them. Mine did both for 150. Yeah, again, you can do that. That's 75 a pop. It'll put off some bidders who don't have the 150 to buy, but it'll make other people think, well, I can get those then for 75 a pop, and I'm not having to pay 2 sets of postage. So people who are lucky enough to get 3 of the Hinds but haven't got 1 and 2 will probably more than happily pay 150 and get both of them. If it fills they're missing 2 then. So yeah, that's a good way of doing it. But again, if you give it, this is just a suggestion. Right now, eBay will take 15 quid off you for that. They take 10%. But what they tend to do for private sellers is every kind of couple of weeks they give you like 100 listings where your final sell value is £1 maximum. I expect, as they haven't done it yet, they should be doing it within the next probably 24 to 72 hours. They'll be bringing that out for most eBay account holders. Send you a little email to say, you can list it now if you opt in and pay a maximum of £1. That's certainly worth doing. That's going to save you 14 quid. I have a lot of stock on rotation, and if it comes to being auto relisted after 30 days, I just end the listing. It then goes into my unsold pile, and then when they have the £1 listing date, I highlight them all, press relist, and then if they sell, I only pay £1 final sell value. That makes a big difference. If you're selling something for 80, 90 quid, that's making it can make it. Yeah, if you're playing with smallish profit margins, every penny counts, and to save them getting 10% and to only give them £1 is a maximum, a major win-win in my opinion, which is why I do it. But yeah, I would have thought the going prices now, 150 for the pair, someone will bite your hand off relatively quickish. Make sure you do a good photograph of them. And it is sometimes quite good for you to, I know it's mainly for like trading sites and things like that, like swaps on Facebooks and things. But if you don't have the best kind of pedigree in regards to coin selling and feedback history and all of that, to actually have a bit of paper next to the coins with your eBay selling name and the date on, proves to whoever's looking at the listing that you are actually in physical possession of those items there and then, as opposed to somebody who can just put up photographs of something they don't possess, who could then flog. I know I could whack out, for example, 100 Hercules coins, all for buy now 65 quid. People would buy them hand over fist, and I could turn 6.5 grand in cash in the space of moments. Transfer it from my PayPal into my bank and go on a lash or go abroad. People do that. We've had some horrible people in the past who used to sell plasma screen TVs, and they just milk people at Christmas and don't send them anything. These people go to court and go to prison, which is nice. But for peace of mind, if someone's looking to buy a coin of somebody they don't know, I'll personally, if I don't have 100% knowledge or faith in the person, to see that they've got physical possession of the item, so they aren't just chatting, is perfect. So it only takes a millisecond. It's just writing your seller name and a date next to the picture you take, but it boosts the confidence of the buyer, and the more confident the buyer is, the more likely he is to buy. So hopefully, I know you say it's great advice, you might just be being nice there, but hopefully that is of use, and hopefully it works for you. But I will certainly wait and give it a day or two, because I expect in a day or two, from the pattern over the last 12 months that I've been used to in regards to how often they offer the 100 for £1, I imagine in the next day or two we'll be getting that email from eBay to say, if you activate now, you can use a £1 selling fee, and I'll save you 14 quid on that price plus the postage. Don't forget, you want to make sure you definitely sell us and send a special delivery and charge them for the special delivery cost. Because if you don't send a special delivery, you aren't covered really. And even then, it's dodgy with coinage, because although it's a limited edition collector's coin, blah blah blah, it is technically legal tender, which means the mint may say, well, you're only covered for the value of the coin, which is 2 quid. And that's why I'd always want to be on the safety side of making sure it's sent by the most tracked and secure way possible, which is special delivery. Recorded delivery makes no difference at all. People just tend to ignore that. Loose to go missing just as easy as an item with just a stamp. Hi, future wife-to-be Sue. How are you? Scots let you come out to play? Angry Brie, you say it takes ages to get paid when you sell on eBay. It should be instantaneous. They're paying you by PayPal. Always put the money on hold when I sell on there. It takes ages before PayPal. Well, it shouldn't. If you've got the account and you're verified and you've got it linked to your bank and all of that, it should be nigh on instantaneous. If someone just bought Mrs. Tittlemouse from me, that money will be in my PayPal and I can withdraw it immediately if I wanted to. There should be no delays. Sometimes there are delays as you're getting into and getting used to the system, and the system's getting to know you and getting to know you, and you being linked to your main kind of bank account and all the other bits. There are some delays there, but there's not many normally, and those normally are only teething problems at the beginning. After a little while, it's perfect. I prefer to use PayPal for loads and loads of different purchases, because even if you aren't getting treated well by the form, the selling format you're on, say eBay, will tell you to go take a running jump when you're asking them to sort out a dispute. PayPal's a second tier. Normally you get things sorted by the first people. Say if you get an item not as described, eBay normally deal with that. But if eBay don't deal with that properly, or they fail to be able to deal with that, PayPal can deal with it on your behalf as well. It always says eBay put on hold not so much. Yeah, the more you sell and the more it's used to you, and if you've got your bank linked, it'll. These are just teething problems. It will become instantaneous after a while. I love eBay. I think it's brilliant. It's a nice steady tick over. I've always got stuff out there. Plus, anybody who is after something will type it into eBay and find it. And if I'm competitive, I might make a sale. My website, different matter altogether. The only people who know my website are people I've spoken to or bought from me or heard from me. I now put in my information when I sell stuff on eBay. So some of my eBay customers are now looking on my website. So it begins to grow, but I haven't paid for any publicity to my website. And my website takes card and payments, but also takes PayPal. PayPal takes a cut. It doesn't take 10%. eBay takes a big chunk. eBay used to charge to list an item, and that's where they made most of their money. They then made it free to list items, and they just massively upped their percentage of the sale value from whatever it was up to the whole 10%. If you sell something for £1,000, to give them 100 quid would irk me somewhat. If I sell something for £1,000 though on a £1 maximum seller's fee listing, then all they get is a quid. That makes me very happy. Not that I sell anything for £1,000, but you know what I mean. Right, I think we've been static on 10 for a while. It's coming up to 2 3/4 hours. I wasn't expecting to be on there. Yeah, they do and they don't. The parent and sister and mother companies and things like that. Is it like Lloyd's? People don't associate Lloyd's with Halifax, but they're basically two peas from the same pod, but they work totally autonomous to each other. It is strange, but it's most companies are owned by another company and so on and so forth, but they aren't as hand in glove as they used to be. But I find for disputes, if eBay won't do it, PayPal will always do it. And PayPal have the power to put a hold on the person's money straight away as well. They can freeze the money from leaving their account. eBay can't do any of that. So when I buy something, if it's of value and it's quite expensive, I prefer to pay through PayPal rather than straight from my account, on the basis that I've got PayPal protection for anything I buy or sell, which you don't have if you're just using your card details. Right, I think everyone's saying or looking towards saying goodbye now. Don't blame them. It's 3:45. I want to catch up on the halftime footy scores, so I'll say goodbye for now. Nice to spend some time with you all. Have a great weekend, the rest of it. I may be on other people's streams or in the chat later on, but I don't know. I don't know how the weekend's going to pan out. But for now, I'll say farewell. Take care. Been a pleasure, and I'll see you on the flip side. But bye for now. Don't be a stranger. Auf Wiedersehen.